Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Flyzone Drone Show. We got episode 64. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the DJI Mini 3, the rumored leaks that are out there, and we got some pictures to show you, and we'll get some thoughts on everyone else in the chats on what you guys think, and then we have an open panel tonight, so if you want to join the stream, you're more than welcome. And give us your insight on what you guys think on the Mini 3. Sergio, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How was your day today, man?
Oh, my day was great, but it's raining out. You know, it's kind of sucks.
Yeah,
hey,
I know.
Hey, it's gonna get over with soon. So, I'm doing fine now. I just got things done around the house and spend time with the kids and
it's good. Family first.
So
that's right. And the weather's getting better. That's for sure. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, so we good.
How about you?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good today. Doing good. Preparing for the show. But we got Chris from Half Drone Will Fly. Let's bring him in. He's joining us tonight. What's up, Chris?
What's up,
Not
Chris?
much. Having fun as usual in our. See, you got the slop. I got the snow.
Mm-hmm.
We got about 3 to 4 coming, and it's still coming down. So
yeah.
65-degree weather the other day. Now we got 3 to 4 inches of snow.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, Chris. But yeah, let's get everyone up in the chats. We'd like to welcome everybody. Let's read out everyone here in the chats. Let me scroll up real quick all the way to the top, and let's say our hellos. We got Troy from Big Water UAV. What's up, buddy? TJ, Fruitcake. My man. Matt,
there you go. I was about to say that, Mike.
Matt the Hitman Bags, Matt Bagwell. We
DJI
got
Paskifa.
yeah, DJI Paskifa. We have John Coopy, our man John Coopy. Welcome, bro. We got Arco from Arco Drone Solution. We got Robbie from Travel Drone Tech 360 in the house. Let's see who else we got. Let me go down. We got Bill Hooper Outdoors. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We got JSK. We got Leonard. We got Mike Enric, the General. Air 2S Army out. We got, let's see.
Place it here.
Kenny, place it here. Kenny got deployed, guys. He's going to Minnesota. So he's leaving Florida. So He won't be attending the South Florida Drone Meetup. Yeah,
I was hoping that he will be deployed in Chicago.
I know. Me too. I was hoping he could pass by, but he's not. He's not. He's going to Minnesota. So, Crypto Man 5000. What's up? What's good, my friend? We have Chris Hope, Brother Hope, Max Air 420. There's a DJI show. It sucks and left. Matt's not here, bro. Matt's not going to be here tonight. He's not sure. He said he might pop in. He's having a few things he's got to deal with. So, let's see who else we got in here. Yeah, that's it for now. If I missed you guys, we'll get back to you guys.
My wife, Dee.
Oh, Dee. What's up, sis? So yeah, let's talk about the Mini 3. Chris, what do you think? What are your thoughts on it, man?
Actually, with the release of that one Enterprise, it's kind of taken a new spin on how they fold out, having 2 pushers, 2 pullers.
Oh yeah.
That kind of puts a new spin on that leaked photo of the Pro. Although I know it'll make a lot of people mad. I would love to see that controller. I'd love it.
We're gonna share. I'm gonna share that controller later on. So if people haven't seen it, did you see that controller with the? There's gonna be 2 different. They don't know which way they're gonna go with it though on the controller.
Mm-hmm.
There's a one where they're gonna have adjustable sticks where they're gonna be placing the sticks. You can fold them like the Tangos. You can fold them into the drone. A lot of people are asking for it. See, dude, DJI, they listen, man. That's one thing I like about DJI. They listen to everybody and they try to do what everyone wants. So that's pretty cool.
We're doing this that no satellite issues with it.
I know. Yeah, we probably won't. But you know what? DJI is good about it. They're good about fixing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That
there's
might be
a problem.
out of their control too. You never know.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Could be, but pretty much so far they've been good about it. They've been fixing issues when things come up. So, Sammy Boy's in the house. My FPV brother, Sam and Rose FPV.
I just
Robert
subscribed
Racing.
to Robert.
Robert's in the house.
Either that or
So-
I resubscribed.
So yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If you guys, anybody wants to join us, give us your thoughts on what you guys think. If it's let's see, where is it at? The link right here.
Come on in, guys. Come on.
Yep.
We want to see your faces. Let's talk about this.
I actually kind of like this. I was telling people it's kind of like my old Combat Arms days when I was filming YouTube on that, and you're in TeamSpeak. I said, this is TeamSpeak with a camera. That's all it is.
Right.
Don't get nervous.
Are you gonna get the Mini 3, Chris?
Yes. That was guaranteed when I sacrificed quite a bit to put a rock on someone's finger. That was, you are getting that drone no matter what. Just let me know when it comes out and we will get it. I said, okay, I can live with that.
Yeah, you know what I like. You know what I'm gonna like about that Mini 3. Is the way it has the legs changed.
Mm-hmm.
They're backwards. They're not like your traditional Mini.
I think they're gonna have to think out of the box to make something pop, something big, something. Why buy this over my Mini 2?
Yeah.
Besides battery life, hopefully.
It's going to surprise us.
And another thing, the other thing I want to mention is that it does look like that the Mini 3, the way that looks right there. I'll show you. I'll pop up a picture. I'll share a screen real quick with you guys here real quick. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. I'll pop it up right now. It's right here. Let's share the screen. Share screen. All right, cool. So we got it right here. Now, if you guys take a look at this design right here, I'll pop it up right now. It's popping up right now. There it is. And we got TJ in the house. Let's bring TJ in.
TJ.
Let's bring TJ in. TJ.
Yo,
She's smiling at me.
You're
now
probably like
are you
me, slow.
is the
Yeah.
DJI Mini 3 is it
Well,
about to be
I'm doing
coming
that
up
too.
on the screen here?
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, he's here. He's here. I see him. All right. So you guys see the Mini 3 right there, the shell? They're saying this could be the shell. But you see, now take a look at the front of the shell.
Yeah.
Does that look like it's going to be how is that possible that that's going to be a 3-axis? Could be a 2-axis. See the front?
Yeah.
I bet that's where the camera is going to go. No?
No,
I could be
Mike,
I could be mistaken, but
a 3-axis, bro. I think so.
but
don't.
look
It's-
at the front.
Yeah. They're not going to go backwards on a 2-axis.
Nah.
That would suck, wouldn't it? That would suck. You'll see it. You see it right there?
Yeah.
Looks like that's where the camera's
Yeah.
gonna go. The front right here. These two. So I don't know. That would suck if
Is
they
that-
go backwards. But that's the shell of the Mini 3 that they're saying that it's the Mini 3. So, but we'll see. But you know, people are saying that it could be real, could not be real. But this is what I think. You know, DJI does this purposely to throw out these leaks because they get leaked out just to get people's insight on things, like what people are saying. So they listen to what people are saying, and if they need to change things, they'll do it. And then I don't think that's going to be the full thing right there. Oh, we got Kenny in the house. Kenny's here. Let's bring Kenny in.
Yeah.
I might pop out, but if I do,
We'll be here.
No, you don't have to
quick
pop out.
question, but, what's the difference gonna be like between the Mini 2 and the Mini 3? What's the difference?
Well, this
Yeah,
one is
that's
going to have
gonna be-
obstacle avoidance.
It's going to have to.
I believe some active track is going to be on it. This Mini 3 TJ is going to have a lot more than the original Mini 2. They're going to have more things into it.
And the Mini 1 obviously too.
Yeah, well, the Mini 1, yeah. Well, remember, Mini 1 is a step back from the Mini 2, and the Mini 3 will be the Mini 2 will be a step back from the Mini 3. I mean, they're always going to climb, so they're always going to do something better. So
Yeah, they're going to
Yeah,
have to do something about that battery.
One of my cousins, he just ordered the Mini 2, and I'm not sure when it's going to be arriving, but we were on our way back from St. Augustine, and we had stopped by over at his house and caught up with him for a little bit, and him and I were talking about drones, and he had told me he was getting the Mini 2, which I thought was pretty awesome. And then I said, look, man, when you get it, well, because we're next weekend we're going to be in Orlando, because my uncle we're throwing him a big surprise. I don't know. I'm just gonna say something random, like I think it's like his 80 something surprise birthday party or whatever down in Orlando. So he's gonna be coming to that, and him and his wife are building a house, and he's wanting to get some aerial shots of the house and how it's coming along and all that stuff. And he's going to be there. So him and I are going to go to a park somewhere, and I'm going to teach him how to fly a little bit.
That's cool.
Kenny.
Hey, sorry about that.
Kenny boy, what's up, buddy?
What are you sorry about, Ken?
I tried to get in earlier, and then I was having problems, so I backed out real quick and then came back.
Yeah, that was me, because if my computer would have crapped out, I would have had to switch a whole computer system over. But upper or the state are you going to?
St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul? That ain't too far.
No, I think I'm leaving here Tuesday morning.
I used to race a lot around there, so know the area quite a bit.
I was hoping that you would be deployed in Chicago.
Yeah, me too. That'd been awesome.
I know. It would have been awesome, bro.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna miss you, Kenny, at the South Florida Drone meetup.
Yeah, I was trying to lie low. I didn't call anybody from my job at all. I wasn't talking to anybody. I was hoping out of sight, out of mind, but that didn't work out. They called me today.
Well, you might just have to get a hold of me because St. Paul ain't that far from me. I've done
absolutely. I got to find a place to stay too. I hope hotels aren't very expensive. I haven't been there before, so I don't know my way around up there.
It's been a long time since I've been to St. Paul. I used to do the mud drag racing up there for the Anamaro.
Hey, Dizzy Dean, FPV, welcome in, my friend. We got Bill from Coast to Coast in here, Kai from Lone Star UAV, Chris from Sunrise Water Media. What's up, boys? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, we also got Gary Bauer. Welcome in.
Jerry Bauer. What's up, boss? Welcome in, my friend. So, Ken, if this Mini 3 comes out, you think you're going to get it?
Yes.
We all know that. Why did I ask you that question?
Absolutely, I'm getting it.
What was the official date?
April, sometime in April. We don't know the date yet.
So, hey, Mikey, Sam Rose and Kai's been helping me a lot with my 3D printer I bought. I couldn't have gotten anything done without him, so I've just publicly thank him. Thanks a lot, Kai.
There you go.
Sammy wants me to show him the printer, but it's not in this room. But I will show you, without people's help, what my printing skills are like, because they're absolutely hideous. Mikey, you know how you wanted another Action 2 case?
Yeah.
This was my first attempt at it right here. So it kind of looks good from a distance, but when you get up close, you can tell that I ruined all this, and the GoPro now is
They broke up. It broke apart.
Yeah, it came out terrible. So I've got to figure out how to do it correctly.
Hey,
How fast did you print that? How fast did you print?
You learn your mistakes. That's how you get better, man.
I printed it at slow mode, but I'm pretty sure I have to add some supports to it because it's got a lot of hollow to it. And then I think I might have to print these thin walls solid instead of at 20% so that it'll last longer.
Well, not bad though for the print, man. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Which how you doing, buddy?
Adrian, what's up, boss?
What's up, Adrian?
Hey, so Kim, which printer was that?
I bought my son the Creality Ender 3 V2, but then I'll show you what I got in the mail today.
That's my next passion I got to get into. So I'm going to have to make all the parts.
He needs to learn supports. He needs to learn supports. That's what Kai said.
Oh, the 3D.
I got that one today. I bought it. One.
Ooh.
This one's portable, so hopefully I can bring it on the road with me.
Oh, that's portable?
Right.
Yeah.
No way.
It's real small.
Yeah. Well, I could barely. Well.
We lost you.
We lost
Johnny.
audio.
Johnny boy. I missed that southern accent.
What's up, Johnny?
Got your hat on, Johnny. Didn't even know you're going to be in the chat.
See, that's what I got to get. I got all these old hats. I might have to scrounge around and find a new one.
Oh, that's awesome.
You like that?
Awesome.
Wait, let me see that again. Up close. Dude, they did a good job on that mug.
They did. They did a really good job. And I like the bottom because it's got like little grips right here, which makes it easier to hold.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys want one,
of them.
Teespring.
Are y'all bringing some of those Flyzone Drone cups to the Florida Drone meetup?
No. We're not bringing those. Those, dude, you know how expensive those are?
I bet they're pretty expensive. Probably like $30.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't buy all those. Nah, we're not gonna bring those.
Oh.
Let's see who else. Arco is in here. We got everybody. Rose is in here. Rosie, Rose Burns, FPV, my girl. What's up? Oh my god. And who else do we have? And
Who
we
decided
have
to join now? It's
the man, the legend, Maddie's Drone
There
World.
he is.
What's up?
There's the man.
Sorry, I'm late.
No,
No
it's okay.
problem.
Hey, it's okay, man.
It's okay, Maddie, dude.
Guys,
You gotta take care of things. It's all right, bro.
Hmm.
No biggie at
shit
all.
happens. It's all
And
good.
we have the X-Man himself.
There we go.
Adrian.
Adrian.
Adrian, what's up, bro?
Adrian, you better have that X head on.
Nope.
Got the other one on.
You are.
He said, "Stop." He said, "You're making fun of me. I'm out."
He's like, I'm out of here. Goodbye.
What?
Adrian popped in
Adrian.
here. He popped in here and then he took off. So Maddie, what do you think, man? Mini 3. You
I'm
getting
buying
it?
it.
Oh, you're not getting it. Yep.
Oh yeah, I am,
Hmm.
without a doubt.
Hey, Matty, you think it's a 2x axis gimbal or 3?
No, it'll be 3.
That's what I thought.
That'd be stupid to go backwards.
Yeah.
And they got that new, what is that? That new Mavic 3 Max. The
Yeah.
Yeah,
This one
there
right
you
here?
go. That gives you some
Oh, shit.
perspective on that leaked video of the Pro.
God, that thing looks crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? That's like military looking, doesn't it?
You know how? You know
Like,
how on
is
that?
that like the Mavic 4 or 5 or something?
Nah, that's a enterprise
Mavic,
phone, bro.
that's the Enterprise, the Mavic 3 Max.
Thermal cam.
Yeah, here's the controls I was talking about. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys have seen these. You see how they made the sticks where they're gonna you can just store them down like that into the controller. That's sweet. Tell me that's not sweet, Matt.
Yeah, it is. That'd be nice.
The only question I'd raise is that like any longevity issues because you're forcing them down, probably some spring tension there. That's the only thing I would
think
worry
they're probably clipped in. I'm assuming they clip once.
Oh,
they,
I see
they
what
go
you're
down.
saying,
I don't
Chris.
know. It's a good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, Chris,
You
I
know-
see what you're saying.
You know, I was thinking about it I saw a picture of the Mini 3 again.
about.
And you know how it looks like there's a 2-axis gimbal because the mounts are on the side?
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about it if it's only one side.
Yeah.
The Skydio holds its camera from the side. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it might not be both sides. It might not be mounted from both sides. It's probably mounted from just one side.
Chad
will allow
B,
Chad
what's
B,
up,
what's
dog?
up?
What's
Chad B.
happening?
Who is this guy?
Oh, snap. Look
Chatty.
who's in the
What's the
building.
deal?
Look
Doing
who's
some
on,
in the
fellas?
dropping
building.
now.
What's up, boss?
All right.
How you doing?
Thanks for the invite. And-
No problem,
Got
bro.
Chad B. Everybody else can get the hell off.
yeah, right.
Shit.
yeah, all right.
Right?
What's going on?
All right, so,
Not much,
so
Chet.
Matt, now that you're on here, the question is,
There we go.
Not
We see the
actually,
X on his hat. Look
Now
at
he's
the
got the
X.
X on the hat.
Adrian.
There you go. He put the
That's
X
a
down.
bird. That's not
the,
an
the,
X,
the
y'all.
Band-Aid hat. The Band-Aid hat.
Mhm.
Hi, so first of all, I want to say hi to Sergio, Mike, Ken, Chad B. I'm not talking to you right now, Matty. You a jackass. I'm not talking to you right now. And who's the guy below you, Matty? I keep forgetting his
That's
name.
Chris.
That's
oh,
Chris.
now you want to ask me a question?
Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
We're doing. And if anyone looks up an old truck, did a lot of monster truck racing, it was called the Dirty Bronc. That is the actual logo he had on the side of his door, is what Adrian is wearing. That's why I recognized it instantly because they called
okay.
it the Dirty Bird is what it was called.
So it's not an X, oh, you jackass. It's a freaking bird.
It's a bird.
So
Oh,
Chad,
Lord.
Chad B. So what you think about the Mini 3?
What are your thoughts
Uh,
on it?
Yeah.
My thoughts, it better be good because
Chad
it's
B's
one
gonna
of the-
get it. Mike, Chad B's gonna
Right.
get it. You know he is.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get it, man. I returned.
Oh, of course he's gonna get it. Of course.
So I got my refund from my Nano. So the Nano fund is going to go towards the Mini 3. So, but yeah, I'm definitely getting it, and this is like one of the most anticipated drones of this year. So,
Yeah.
of course we got to get it.
You
So
think they're
Chad
gonna try to fit like a big 4/3 camera or something weird on there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah,
that'd be funny.
Nah. I think,
Be
to be
flying a
honest,
little bit
no
like
more
that all the
than
time.
than what the Nano had on it. Like was it 0.8?
1 over 1.3. Yeah.
Yeah,
something
1
like
over
that.
1.3. Yeah,
like a
something like that.
3/4 it's like a 3/4 sensor size sensor.
Yeah, maybe a
Yeah.
1 inch. You never know, but that's close to a 1 inch.
You'd be surprised.
Throw us a
Yeah.
curveball and make it
Right.
an adjustable aperture or something.
When those cameras gimbal down like
Doubt
that,
it, right?
to the ground,
Yeah.
if they put any more of a bigger camera on the Mini, it's going to be hitting the ground unless they have longer legs or something. They have to extend it up in the air somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's why they have it sitting the way it is on that gimbal system instead of underneath the whole body.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that they put it in that spot. Trust me, I'm sure DJI has thought of it all. They'll find a way to make it work.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. They might have two versions
So
of it.
Matt,
You
the
never know.
question I had
But
for you was,
Go ahead, TJ.
yeah, go ahead.
okay. So what? Before my phone dies. Okay, I don't know if I noticed this before, but I noticed it today. But I had my Mavic Air 2 just hovering, and I was taking some photos and stuff, and I noticed there was like a lot of lagging when I was turning it left, right, and just when I had it hovering, as people were walking by, it was lagging so much. I was like, why is there so much lagging going on?
That's your device, bro. You need to dump all the crap out of that device because your devices are fully loaded.
Get empty the trash.
Every time
constantly.
he flies, he gets that message on there that says CPU is overloaded. You know that message you'll get that says CPU is full or some crap?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Your devices are way too freaking over full.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know. I have a lot of pictures, but I don't know. I have to go through everything and see what's on there.
Yeah.
Just look at my
DJ,
settings and my.
DJ, do a factory reset. That's it.
That's what I did on my tablet, and I just run my Fly app and a couple other things. That's it, because I don't ever use it.
So just
Back
do
up
a
all the
factory
important
reset.
stuff, and then just
Yeah, just
Back
download
up.
the important stuff like the Fly app and YouTube. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm buying,
Man, yeah,
I'm
that's all you
buying
need.
like a big phone just to do that because I like flying with the phones. But I'm just gonna buy like a 20 Samsung 22, and I'm just gonna buy it for that, just for the power of the processing of it.
Yeah, I fly with a
Yeah.
10-inch tablet. I would not fly with anything else.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just so much easier.
So
Yeah,
let's
just-
go. I want to go over again, like the Mini 3. Like what will exactly you think you guys will put on there? Like what would they put on there? What do you guys?
You're gonna see that sensor that's probably the size of the Nano,
O3.
if not maybe
That
a little
one.
bit bigger.
RYYB.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. That's a Sony thing, isn't it? I'm not sure.
The RYYB.
Well,
Yeah, that's a
Well,
Sony.
they're all,
add-on.
Isn't that Autel? Well,
Yeah, that's what Autel has on their sensor, but
Yeah,
I don't know if DJI will adapt that or not.
yeah. I'm
Um,
pretty sure they can make something like.
could you
it.
imagine if you saw Hasselblad on it?
Ooh.
That'd be kind of sick, wouldn't it?
Wow.
That would be a shut up and take my money then.
Would you imagine if they put a Hasselblad on that Mini 3?
It wouldn't
Oh
even
my
have to
God.
be 4/3.
No, it wouldn't even. It could be some weird like their own version of the half or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Hey TJ, I think what's his name? Eddie Nunez says stop downloading that Pornhub there.
Yep.
That's the problem.
He's not even listening.
He's not even listening.
So
He's
you're
already
gonna,
trying to get on Pornhub.
you're
Yeah,
gonna see
probably.
you're gonna see front and rear obstacle avoidance. Now, did you notice in that sketch those big fisheye front sensors?
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
says that the rear obstacle avoidance sensors are sitting behind those two front ones. Did you notice that?
That's interesting.
We mean,
Yeah, that cutout that it kind of
Yeah, you know how that's why it looks like it looks like two
Fish
big
eye,
fish
yeah.
eyes.
so it's
Yeah.
kind of raised off the top a little bit. You think?
Yeah, the two sensors that are in the front, they're saying the back sensors are behind the two front ones,
Oh,
facing
okay.
backwards.
I'll tell you what,
Really?
though, I do like. Does the battery still? I didn't look at the design very well. Is the battery still going to go in from the back, and is the SD card still going to go in from the back? Because I really
sure.
like that design.
I'm sure.
What's up, Charles? Joe Blaylock, what's up? Scott Williams, what's up?
Now my question to you is, Chad B, by you returning your Nano Did that have anything to do with me criticizing your video that I didn't like the issues that you were having with it on everybody else?
Oh no, that's definitely
So
not.
what made
because-
you return it? Did you just get tired of the bullshit with that drone? Because that drone have been having tons of freaking issues where a lot of people have been, turning it back.
Hey, Lawrence.
Yeah, it was just that I don't know. It was just I just didn't trust it. I was enjoying flying it. I was flying around my neighborhood a lot, whatever. But it did have its little issues, and
That's
and there's a lot
that
of
speed issue, right? That's what
yeah,
they
the
had
speed
with that one.
issue. And as soon as I returned it, that's when they did the firmware update that kind of corrected it. But
Hey, Herman.
See, I
it was
understand
just-
that completely. I have huge winds up here, and just something that doesn't perform. Especially, it would be one thing like, okay, we can only go here. Okay, that's fine. You said that's as far as you can go, but you said you could go this far, and that's why I bought it. And I could see, that's a good reason.
Yeah, it was plagued with issues. We didn't have all the features that it supposed to have when it was released, and we still don't actually.
Yeah.
I mean, dynamic track is not even there yet. I
Yeah.
don't think. And
No.
I just thought it wasn't worth spending all that money. And now that they raised the prices, I was thinking about maybe returning it and then maybe going back later once they improved it to actually buy it again. But now that it's more expensive, it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's
Matt
hard to
Bagwell,
justify
what's
that
up?
price.
But I do want to say, if anybody's trying to return it or did try, I don't know, but I tried to return. I had to return it to China, and that's the worst thing you can do.
Oh
first
yeah.
of all, because I declared it for the price that it cost me, and I didn't know that if you declare something like over $300 US in China, it gets stuck there. You have to the person or the people that you're shipping it to have to declare it with some type of documentation or whatever, and that takes forever. So
Right.
my refund was sitting for like 2 weeks because the drone was sitting in customs in China in Shenzhen for like it's still actually sitting there now. Now that they have this COVID restrictions, it's sitting there even longer now, but it's still sitting there, and I mailed it out. I sent it to China back in late February. So
Wow.
and if I wanted them to send it back to me, I couldn't until Autel Pilot released it with some type of paperwork. So if you're going to send it back to China, don't declare it over $300 value, and I think you should be good. But
Interesting. I know that's a lot of money, man. That's hard. It's hard to justify it. It really is.
I did get my refund. I had to hound PayPal about it. They're like, "Yo, I did my part. I sent it there, and it's just sitting there. So just give me my refund, and we can be done with this."
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Chad B, that those little midget drones, I like to call it, they cost even more money than the Autel Evo 2 Pro, or just about the same amount of money.
Yeah,
Yeah, that little nano drone with the combo. What are you up in $1,100 or $1,200 something like that?
Yeah, 1,200. I think it's for the combos, 1,200 or 1,100. Yeah.
What do you think the Mini 3 will be?
It's up there. It's
What
well
do you
over
think the cost would be on
1,000
that
now.
Mini 3?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's no
800.
way they're gonna knock the Air 2S off its pedestal
No, heck no.
by
That'd be
pricing it
stupid.
in that range. That'd be the dumbest thing.
Yeah,
I
that'd
mean,
be
that's
stupid.
common sense. There's no way they're gonna put that drone up at $1,000. No way.
Right.
So why buy a Mini 3 when you can buy an Air 2S? That's just dumb thinking because
Yeah,
the Air
but if you
2S is
listen
gonna be
to
relevant.
everything,
Hey, Leonard.
Oh, hey, Leonard.
Hey, little Logos B, how you doing?
Who was just saying something? Matt, was that you?
Matt.
Bags.
Hitman Bags. Hitman Bags. Did you say
Smack
something,
him,
bro?
Chris.
yeah, it's
Chris, smack him.
Is he frozen?
Look like
Knock him. Smack him.
There.
No, I don't think you can hear us. Can
I
you
hear
us?
you a little bit,
Can you
not
hear
much.
me?
You're all
there we
off.
go.
He's
Now we
moving.
got
He's
movement.
moving.
Now you're
I
in
can
a
hear
little bit.
you.
You're in and out.
I think
Yeah.
Kenny made him move. Like on
I hardly hear Chet, so I don't know if it's
He's just doing the dramatic pause like
Was
Ken
that-
for the news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm staring. Yeah.
So Sam,
Well, I
thinks
think the
it's
combo
800.
is going to be $150 more than whatever the base price is.
No, I was just going to say that
I agree with Sam. $799.
with all the
If
tariffs,
it is
that
ungodly,
drone's liable to come in between $8 and $850.
I'll be happy with it. I'm dead honest. I will be perfectly fine if the Fly More combo comes in below $1,000.
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So, but when you
Anything
see the
better,
combo,
I'm
are
going
you
the
talking
other way.
about with the smart controller too, Matty?
Well, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're even gonna have one. It depends on what they decide to come
So-
out with.
so-
I don't think it's gonna be a smart controller. I mean, I think it's gonna just be a dumbed down version, a regular controller with a Fly app screen.
I heard
Yeah.
there's going to be a spot on one of the arms that's going to say Max Air sucks.
Probably will.
So, Maddie, you said you're going to be happy if it's $950. I mean, that's the same price as the Autel.
Yeah, but the Autel 950 only comes with one battery, no case. You know what I mean?
Well, now it does. When it was released, it was the Flymore.
Yeah, well, see, when it was released, I had eyes on it 100% until I realized all the problems everybody was having. That just kind of shies you away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to have the issues they were having, not fix them right away, and then jump the price and blame it on tariffs, I just thought that was kind of a dick move.
Yeah.
You know,
In my opinion, I thought they were just losing out on money. That's why they raised the price.
they might have been.
Yeah.
They might have been.
But
Well, yeah, the tariffs, all that stuff, everything's going up, and they're like, why not, right? Gonna have to, because it's gonna cost them money to do all that, anyways, too. More money for them.
but I know one thing: the Mini 3 needs to be at least 95% ready when
Absolutely.
it's released.
Absolutely.
Because
To be good, yeah.
yeah,
You think it'll have any of the features like spotlight and things like that on it?
I think so.
Yeah.
If it had with the obstacle avoidance, there's no reason for them not to.
Yeah, hyperlapse, something in the software to make us want it. You know, especially if you're, when you get into that range, I mean, that's like someone's filming is going to be using that for professional use. You know, so they got to have something more, just something more.
I think there's going to be a big wow factor on the camera.
It's going to have to be something big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all about the camera for those things, and then to keep it under 250 grams, I guess should be fine. But I don't really care about the 250, at least not right now. I mean, I'm
going to take a prediction now, just because of the technology and the battery. We're only going to see about a 5-minute increase, though. That's what probably is the big letdown, I bet.
Doesn't it do like 32 now, supposedly on paper?
Supposedly 28.
Yeah, they'll probably get 40 out of it.
Yeah.
Out of the next one, I'm sure they'll probably get 40 out of it. It's incremental steps. The battery technology, unfortunately, hasn't gotten to the point where we're like, I mean, you look at the V-Copter that runs for 50 minutes, but it's only got 2 blades. I mean, it's only got 2 motors, right? So with regular quadcopters, like, I don't think we've gotten to the point technologically where you can run 50 minutes to an hour on a battery. It's just not there yet. Will be. That's the biggest thing that's what we need the most is battery technology. That's the biggest thing is people want more battery
That's
power.
what everything in this industry needs.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it. That's battery technology is the only next logical big step.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the motors are getting up there now, so they're kind of a lot of things have happened, especially with brushless, and now it's the battery's turn to kind of bump it back up. And what was that Kitty Hawk heavy side? They said that the engines or the motors they were using for that were like 3 or 4 times more efficient than any of the Teslas. Could you imagine getting one of those in a Tesla?
Yeah, right. I'm surprised somebody hasn't hacked them yet and run their own battery power.
Hey, Chad.
Yes.
What's going on here?
Did you only have the Nano or did you have the Light as well.
No, I just had the Nano. I'm sorry. Which I know everyone else except.
Okay.
Matt.
Actually, there's a
Down
couple
on the
people I don't know.
Bottom right corner is Matt Bagwell.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Matt.
Chad,
Oh,
just
what's
in
going on,
case
Matt?
Yeah, you know
I know-
Matt from the
Yeah, that's
chats.
Matt.
And then
Yeah.
directly below me is Have Drone Will Fly. He's been in your chat.
Okay.
Chris, that's Chris. And then to the center is Ken. Place it here.
Okay. So Matt.
Kenny with like 14 Y's.
That's how you spell it. That's my legal name.
Okay, Kenny. Okay.
Oh, look at that, Joe
What were you
Blaylock.
saying? I had just the Nano. That was it. I was planning on
Okay.
buying the light. I was going to buy the light, but I was like, no, I'll just wait for the Mini.
Well, I'd heard you mention it, and I didn't know whether you went ahead and bought it or not.
Oh, yeah, no, I never got it.
I was eyeing the Light Plus, but I already have the Air 2S, so it kind of seemed pointless, right?
Yeah.
Like it really did. I didn't see a point,
Yeah.
and it is a bit more expensive.
So, Matty, if everything was equal on the Mini 3 and the Air 2S, and it was 20-mile-per-hour winds outside, which one would you throw up in the air?
Absolutely, the Air 2S. It's bigger.
Right,
Oh, for sure.
just because of the weight.
Yeah.
Dude,
But
I love Air 2S.
I before I sold
And that
my
was-
Mini 2, I've had my Mini 2 in 30-mile-an-hour, 35-mile-an-hour
Yeah.
winds, and it handled it fine.
But it scared the crap out of you.
Yeah, I mean, when you got to trust them. Once you start going up and you notice that it's not drifting on you, perfectly fine.
Mhm.
I had one drift the other day, and I think that is related to some of the firmware updates they've been talking about. I was only 35, 40-mile-an-hour winds, and I never had a problem before. All of a sudden, she just started slowly drifting up and away, and I'm like, something's not right here.
Yeah,
and
really.
I got it back down, but haven't had that issue yet again.
They're gonna beef the Mini 3.
I haven't
beef
really
the
had
Mini
a
3
chance.
motors. Go ahead, Matt. He's a little lagged.
I
So.
haven't really had a
Oh,
chance to fly the Light Plus like out fully in the open. I've been able to fly it up and down one of the main streets down there where I work, but to be out somewhere where, you know, I would have the wind or out over the ocean, because most of the days I've been bringing the Nano with me, and it flies fine, but it doesn't like the wind.
No.
Mm.
Mhm.
And I think for the last 2 weeks, we've had minimum 10, 12 mile an hour winds. And when you're right on the ocean, Matty, you'd probably know this too. I mean, you're going to catch a breeze, even if there's no breeze anywhere else.
Apps all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's always something coming off the beach. Always.
That controller for the Nano, though, is solid. I'll tell you that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's nice.
It feels good in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah, that
that
was
too,
one
man.
of my favorite things about it. That and the camera.
Well, a friend of mine had what did they call the original smart controller for the DJIs? The Crystal Sky or?
Well, the Crystal Sky was
Something.
just like a tablet type, like a small little tablet.
All right, then maybe it was one of the, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've talked to him about it or he showed it to me. It's an old Platinum Pro he's got. But it had weight to it, and I remember holding it. And it might have been one of the first versions of the smart controller. But it reminds me of that, other than it's shaped way better.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are loving that RC Pro, man. Everyone's
Solid.
loving that RC Pro.
It's solid from what I was told. I don't know.
Mhm.
So
I
they're saying
can't do the 5-inch. I can't do the 5-inch screen. That drives me nuts. I hate flying with my phone, so doing a
Yeah.
smart controller is pointless to me. Absolutely
Yeah,
pointless.
yeah. I don't fly with the phone anymore. I fly with the tablet now.
Mm.
Although I'm really wanting to fly
Yeah,
with
see,
the
that was,
mask.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that. You know, not having a screen with telemetry and just relying solely on the phone, but no issues whatsoever. Actually, I prefer being able to just focus on the phone and not any kind of telemetry on the remote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So what's going on with DJI, DJI FPV firmware? They're saying not to download the firmware. What's going on with that?
well,
I'm
that's with
confused on
the
that.
that's with
That's
the
what
goggles.
The FPV, well, for the goggles for the FPV stuff, though, right?
Yeah, it's for the FPV stuff. It's got nothing to do with the camera drones.
They're
Oh,
saying if you
No,
download
but
the
I'm,
new
but I'm saying,
firmware,
what's the issue on it? Is it the drone itself, the
you're not
FPV
going to be
drone,
able
or
to
the
load side
goggles?
stuff to it.
What they're
Oh.
doing is they're trying to lock people out from rooting the goggles, which is putting secondary accessories on them, like using them for hacks or putting any type of third party on them, like no limit drones or anything like that. So what they did was they snuck in a firmware update for the V2 goggles, and if you updated it stopped you from being able to roll back to older firmwares, which would allow you to use rooted issues like doing hacks and stuff on the goggles.
I see.
So
That happened with the Mini 2 firmware update. I think that one UK guy was talking about it too. He couldn't roll back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gavin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gavin.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to
it's-
say, I thought one of the other drones, I don't know whether it was the Air 2S or maybe one before that, they had done that with one of the firmware updates that if you did it, you'd never be able to roll it back.
yeah. So right now, what they're saying is the V2 goggles with the DJI FPV drone, that firmware version seems to be all right for matching them. But if you're flying the air units with the V2 goggles, do not update them. Do not, because it's actually a firmware version previous to what is on now. It went from 0020 to 0015, so they actually went backwards. So if they're using them for the air units like the Caddx Vistas or anything like what I'm doing, they said do not update them. So I'm not touching it. That's that.
All
I
this
don't know.
crap. Oh, it's tomorrow is Lee's FPV birthday. Happy birthday, bro. And we had Maddie's birthday.
Happy birthday.
No, I think
Wednesday,
tomorrow
right?
is
Was it
Lee's
Wednesday, Maddie?
Yeah, mine was Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think what Lee is saying is tomorrow is his actual
1 year,
birthday
guy.
when he
1 year.
started
1 year.
FPV. Yeah.
His 1 year.
Oh, 1 year
anniversary.
of FPV. Okay. I see.
So,
I thought he was having an FPV birthday or something.
Can I show you something non-drone related real quick on my phone?
Scott Williams, thank you for the
Scott
stupid.
Williams for the super sticker.
This is my daughter's car, and she drove it into a ditch 2 nights ago. And what I want to know is how the hell do you get your car into a spot like that? Let's see if I can do this.
Let me see.
I love seeing videos like these.
Went
high
over the-
standard.
Did
Oh,
it go
it's
over
roasting.
the?
That's how.
Over a retaining wall.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't know how you do that.
It's Ford. I'll give you a clap. I've seen weird things with Fords.
They had to take a forklift to lift the car up and pull it this way to get it down.
Wow.
And I made her pay for everything too.
Wow.
She got lucky, man.
Yeah, they could have done a lot of structural damage, especially with those unibodies.
I know.
Yeah,
I
she
know.
got-
I know.
It was
I know.
damaged.
I know the first word that came out of your mouth, Ken, when you told your daughter, when you
What
talked to your
the
daughter.
F were you
Did
doing? No,
Were you drinking?
no. First was, "Are you okay?" Then it was,
Yeah. Then the dad questions.
yeah.
Not Italian families. They'll be like,
It was 1:30 in the morning when it happened, so you know they were up to no good.
Why that froze.
"You drinking?"
Hey, Ken, do me a
Yes.
favor. Pull out your snake. My son wants to see your snake. No.
Oh,
You want to see a snake?
Oh my
the one with the
goodness.
rub and coke.
Oh boy. Oh, Ken's a drinker.
Ken, that has a snake.
Mhm.
Ken's a drinker. He's coming.
You want to see a snake, Jolan?
So yeah, guys, I'm buying the Mini 3 no matter what, without a doubt. It's
Yeah.
it's already set in stone. I don't even care what it looks like.
It's going to be a flying brick, and we're going to buy it just to see what it's like. And that's why I want to do it. Is I want to tell people, hey, this is what it's like before they buy it. So
It's
many
DJI,
people have
man.
done it.
It's DJI. I mean, look, the Mavic 3 had its issues when it came out. They buttoned it up pretty quick, so there it is.
He was small. I got big.
And he is not albino. He doesn't have the red eyes, right?
She's not an albino.
She's
If you
not
look at her
albino.
eyes, they're black.
Yep.
They're not,
Not
pink.
So what kind of snake is that? It's just a.
She's a python. She's called a black-eyed leucistic.
Mhm.
She actually has a little bit of yellow in her skin. It's not really hard to see on the camera, but she's not really an albino. She's kind of like a designer, genetically made snake.
Hey,
A lot of
Kenny,
those I
Kenny,
think-
when I took my son to the pet store, we went to the pet shop, and we were looking because my little one wants a hamster, but then the mother says no, but then Mikey goes, I want a snake. So I want to get a snake, and I try to force her to say, let's get a snake, and she says, no, I don't want a snake. So instead of a snake and a hamster, we went to go get a nice fish tank with some tropical fish. That's it
Cute.
for the kids.
Well, they're good. We've never had an issue with the snakes at all. And believe it or not, see, I had snakes when I was a kid, and then my daughter woke up about 4 years ago and says, Dad, and wakes me up. Hey, I want to go get a snake. I got dressed and said, let's go.
Not a problem.
I don't mind them,
Way to go,
but
Giovanni.
I don't mind them, but we had the job of getting rid of them in the local swimming pond. So yeah, the water snakes. They're not venomous. It's just more pain in the butt. We
Snake
relocated
stuck.
them. Yeah, I don't really like them either.
Hey, you
So
can
Randy,
drop
that's
her
venom.
off by here. We had a red-tailed
Oh, my
boa
God.
for the longest
Love
time.
Yeah. We deal with those hog-nosed ones, and those are nasty. They're like everything a rattlesnake could be without being really venomous.
Hmm.
I like the white snakes.
You like the white one?
Yeah.
Oh, so Kai said that,
He's got two. He's got two.
First, I want to know if it's true that DJI is telling their dealers that if their inventory shows up in Ukraine, they will lose their dealership license.
Really?
Or
I've
dealership.
heard that more than one
Ooh.
places. I've heard that on news
I don't know,
outlets.
man. Unfortunately, I'd have to see that like in writing.
Yeah.
I don't believe anything anymore.
Me neither, dude.
There's too many
Everything
people
has
that
gone
don't care.
downhill and to shit. I don't believe anything until I see it anymore. It's just crazy. Although with freaking politics the way it is these days, you never know.
All of a sudden, our drones will get up and fly away on their own.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
I keep
boy.
the batteries out of mine.
Ah. Oh, that was funny.
Who bets? Oh my God! Oh look, we got DeMarco in the house. DeMarco, what's up? And we got Mudball in here.
Marco.
What's up, guys? Welcome. Angela's in here from Lost Girl Adventures.
Oh, Angie.
Is she still on vacation? Is she still trying? Oh, and
this
guys,
guy.
don't forget $1. Only $1. Go to Patreon and support Xavier.
Shit, I don't have my wallet on me.
Xavier is in the house. You gotta have
What's up, man?
Xavier in your life.
Right?
What's up, buddy?
You need this in your life. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, Xavier.
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Can't complain. So
Okay,
what's
let's
the
hear your
topic?
thoughts now. Mini 3. What do you think?
What do I think, or what
We're
do I
gonna get on
want,
that.
or what is DJI
Yeah, I
going to
saw
give
your
us?
Air 3 S
Right.
want video.
Yeah,
That was good. I agreed with everything you said, but I think it's wishful thinking, but I agree with everything.
yeah. You think I'm asking for too much?
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear what you want.
From the Mini 3?
Yeah.
Okay, brace yourself. I know it's possible. I know it's doable. I believe that DJI will not do the YYRB sensor.
Okay.
So as a result, how do you get more light? You have two options. You go with a larger aperture than 1.9, which is probably going to be a 1.8 or a 1.7. And you go with a 1-inch sensor.
You never know. You never
That's what I
know.
want. That's what I want.
That would
in a
be cool.
drone,
I would love it.
in a drone that performs like the Mini 2, that can withstand wind like the Mini 2.
Mhm.
That's what I want. That
Yeah.
honestly will replace the Air 2S for me. Because
That
the
would
be
Mini
pretty
2 is a
sick.
fighter. It can fight
Mhm.
wind.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
can.
It
And
can.
Max has one thing to say to everybody.
DJI sucks. What's up,
What's
boys?
up, Max?
What's up, Max?
What's up?
How you
What's
guys
happening,
doing?
buddy?
Say, Max.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's up,
I,
man.
I think it could be done, bro. I mean, and keeping it below 250 is that the plan? You think?
I think for Europe, smaller battery, lighter weight. Yes, we'll keep it under 250. For us in the US, give us the option to stay under 250 with the lighter batteries and
You
give us
think the
heavier
flight time could
batteries.
go down?
I
because
agree.
They're trying to reduce the weight.
Might.
If you want that camera, you're gonna have to sacrifice somewhere.
Unfortunately,
Snake suck too.
unfortunately, I don't think that's a DJI. I think that's just technology limitations.
Right.
So you're right. You're right. We might have to eat.
So Lon makes a good point. Take
In the-
take the sensor out of the pocket too. It's got a 1.8 aperture, 16/64 megapixel, 1/1.7.
That's not going to cut it. Sorry. It's not going to cut it.
Now you're talking about for replacing the Air 2S.
No, I'm talking about in
Just
terms
what you
of
want in general.
sub 250 to beat the Nano Plus camera.
Oh,
that
okay.
Nano Plus camera it's unbelievable. I wish I could take that camera and stick it on a Mini 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that camera's pretty goddamn good.
It is in low
It
light.
is.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it.
Who's
I
that? The
can't
Nano?
believe
You
that
saying?
camera.
In the
yeah, the
Mavic
Nano Plus.
3.
Oh yeah,
Nano
Nano Plus.
Plus.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
That YYRB technology that Huawei developed, the filtration system,
Mhm.
is unlike anything I've ever seen. Green
The Autel?
color. No, not
Yeah.
Autel. That's
Yeah.
Huawei's technology. Autel is using it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was
So-
gonna say. I knew someone was using it and someone developed it.
Yeah, Huawei did. Yeah, and
What's
it was
up,
really
Force States?
smart of Autel to go that route because they can actually put that technology on the consumer drones. And even though it's Huawei technology, it might be prone to be banned. Nobody cares. It's a consumer drone. Consumer drones don't get affected by the bans like the Evo 2 Pro did, which is more along the pro, enterprise side of things that had the ZTE sensor, which got banned. Nobody cares. It's consumer.
Now that I'd have to agree with right there because if you look at the pricing now, the Nano
Well,
Plus is only
Lon's kinda-
$40 cheaper than the Air 2S. So that's kind of
All right, so
a
I've got
tough
a-
one to.
Yeah.
That's kind of a tough one to swallow.
So I've got a
Which
question with
which one
that.
do you buy?
For me personally, I would not buy the Nano Plus. I would not buy the Nano Plus simply because of the wind problem. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
huge.
I can't do it. I love the camera, but what's the point in having a beautiful camera if I can't fly it?
No.
Yeah, that's a big big
That was,
downer
that
for
was
a
my
lot of
main reason
people.
for returning it because I
Yeah.
can't trust it.
Yeah, I'm scared. I haven't been
Mhm.
scared of a drone in a long time. I'm scared to fly that drone.
Well, you're afraid you're not going to get it back. That I mean, the
Yeah,
biggest
that's why
problem
I'm
is-
scared to fly it. I don't know if it's coming back. I just don't know. And the timing here in the winter in New York City, it's very windy.
Yeah.
Now we're going into
Oh, yeah,
spring.
yeah.
Yep.
It's a whole hodgepodge of everything. You can go up.
Yeah,
and then
wind
suddenly
everywhere.
The wind picks up.
Mhm.
Yep.
You're stranded. You can't.
Yeah.
Now the
even go.
Nano it's a what under 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say it's
So
under
what
250.
what's its
It's
top
a
speed? in sport, I guess. 40 miles an hour.
No, it's
15 meters,
30.
15 meters a second.
Like
Yeah.
32
So
miles
it
per
was
hour.
what,
But
30, somewhere
when you're
28
going-
to 30.
Yeah, wind would be a problem.
when you're going against the wind, it doesn't get anywhere near.
Oh
that.
yeah. Just sit there. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it gets up to maybe 5
I
or
think
6.
the motor's just
Yeah, you're getting
like
a third
just-
to a
it barely
half of
makes it
that
back.
in the
Yeah.
wind.
Yeah.
So
it seems like
here's
the motors don't compensate for any type of wind. It just runs at a constant speed and doesn't pick up any
Almost
speed.
like they're limited
if
out.
It hits like
Yeah,
wind
it
or
doesn't get
something.
enough pitch
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, not enough pitch.
Yeah.
or roll,
So-
whatever way it's fighting.
Yeah.
yeah, Lon makes a very good point.
Yeah,
there.
it just
I
needs-
actually
No, you're right, Lon.
agree with him.
It's true.
Yeah,
It just needs to beat the Mini too.
yeah.
Hell, that could be by battery time. I would be happy with
But-
that.
That's
But
what I
at
was
least
just
you
gonna
have
say.
battery.
is
It would be a bonus if it came in cheaper.
Yeah.
than the Nano
it's
Plus.
limited
That
on
would-
its pitch because more pitch produces more amps and more draw from the battery. And with being a smart battery, it doesn't want that,
Yeah.
or it's not
Mhm.
allowed that, should I say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the
So that's why-
problem. I think the problem is hardware with that drone. I think Drone Tech Media covered it pretty well. What he
Yeah.
said makes sense to me. If the drone tilts, so it's not about top speed so much because you can say, "Oh, I can get 30 miles an hour or 40 miles an hour." Okay, that could be when there's no wind. When the wind picks up, how do you get 30 or 40 miles an hour? You have to tilt
Mhm.
and accelerate those motors, right?
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
you accelerate the motors without tilt, you're just going up.
Mhm.
That's not going to
Mhm.
take you anywhere except up. So you've got to tilt and thrust at the same time.
Oh yeah, and that makes more amps.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when that drone tilts, I think it can tilt, but when it does start to tilt, well, the gimbal resets and flies
Yeah.
down. And
Mm-hmm.
resets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because tell them too hard and it's not set for that. Yeah.
I mean, I'll
Yeah.
sacrifice that for better resistance in the wind.
Yeah,
Mini too.
yeah, to get it back home. Hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to get it back home, I'll sacrifice the gimbal because most people don't film in sport mode anyway.
No,
I mean, basically,
It's almost-
just to get
Yeah,
from
yeah.
point A to point B.
it'd almost be like if you could switch it, saying, "Okay, I'm going into camera mode and I'm gonna film something, so I want the most stable aspect as I can." Versus I'm trying to get to where I want to film. Kind of have a difference or
Actually,
something.
they have that function on there, right? Don't they have that in the menu where you can switch between
Yeah, but the
camera and
Yeah, you
sport mode or something
can-
like that?
Speed
problem with
priority,
how
whether
they
it's for
designed
speed or for video.
Oh, okay.
the problem with how they designed it is if you're out there and the wind is okay and then the wind suddenly starts picking up, by the time you jump into that menu and you have to enable that mode, your drone's probably gone.
Yeah.
It's just drifting away.
Yeah, it's gone. I mean, that drone, the wind will take it away so far. They should have had it where you could program the button to cinematic mode, then normal mode, then sports mode without a message on the screen, and then after sports mode, you go into get home mode. And get home mode just
Get my
doesn't
ass
get-
home mode.
Yeah, do what you gotta do to make the
Badass mode.
drone survive.
Now, why hasn't Autel ever done
My-
that? Put their 3 different speed modes on the controller. Why haven't they ever done that?
Well,
Did they do it? They didn't do it with the Nano, did they? The new one? Does
No,
it-
they give you a function
No.
button, and you
Yeah,
can set
that's
the function
programmable.
for speed, or you can set it as a double click for something else. Like I've got mine set to 0 or 90 degrees for camera tilt.
But you can
Mhm.
change
And
it
then
from
one
normal
click
to
changes your
okay.
yes,
Yeah.
normal.
But
Yeah.
That's what I was
stand-
curious
or
to know because on
standard,
all their previous
ludicrous,
models,
and
you had to go
smooth.
into the menu
yeah.
to change it into the different mode.
Another thing I didn't really like.
No, this
about
one you
the-
can select it for the function button.
Yeah, just to clarify,
I got
too, the
two
previous
things
models.
to say about that.
Your previous models, just to make that clear, the Evo 2 Pro 6K and 8K, you can program the button in the back as well to jump into sports.
One of
mode.
the function buttons on the back.
Yes, you can do that as well. So yeah,
I'm so used to seeing a slider on the front of the controller. That's why.
yeah.
I'm just used to it.
Right.
But like Don, like Lonnie said, but like cinematic mode, but more. I guess that's what I would call it.
Yeah, understandable.
Hey, Xavier, was this
I can tell
that
you
better.
this from flying it out over the ocean.
No, go ahead.
Nah.
I'm not going over water with that.
I
thing.
can tell you this:
I am
from
not.
flying it out over the ocean,
I've been up the
flying
river.
it up and down 19th Street here, you know, over the convention center, over the sports center, you know, half a mile or more from where I was at, in a pretty heavy environment of interference because I'm near the naval base, the air station. It doesn't miss a beat. And I honestly, truly, with that drone, would never put it that far away from me, regardless of what it would do speed-wise, in the wind or not. I mean, trust me, I'm not going to play drone police, but if you're flying line of sight, that thing's tiny. You get it 1,500 feet away from you, you're not seeing a whole lot of it.
It's gone.
So even a DJI Mini, I wouldn't put it that far away from me.
1,500
You know,
feet with my
just for that
Inspire, I don't
simple
see it no
reason.
more. You know.
That's why I fly with strobes during the
So-
day because my eyesights go wind.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've got a strobe on it, and I had thought about adding, you know, one on the bottom as well for that reason. But really, I mean, if I'm going to fly distance, I'm going to take the Light Plus out, and I'm going to put the sucker a quarter mile, half a mile out from me with my strobes on it, with the LED lights it has on it, and not have the same problem, and not have the fear that it won't come back.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to understand, most people, a lot of people cannot afford to have both, so they're going to choose the Nano. Which
No,
is
I
the
get
cheaper
that.
version of it too, and then they get stuck, and then they don't have a choice.
Yeah, I think.
But I don't know
Nano
why you would
Plus-
buy that. I bought it for the convenience of carrying it with me and flying in proximity to where I was at to get a shot or video of what I wanted. I didn't buy it with the intention of, you know, trying to range test it and see if it'll come back, you know, or filming a 10 or 12 minute video.
Yeah, well, I will say there is a
And I think
huge
that's what a
market
lot of
for that.
people expect out of a Mini, and that's hard to get.
I think there's a huge market for that drone. People in Canada. Have you ever seen what people in Canada have to do to fly a drone that's over 250
Oh, it's
grams?
unreal. They got to do a flight test in front of a freaking
crazy.
instructor and everything.
Exactly. So what happens if you want to stay under that 250 grams, but you want a better camera than the Mini 2? What do? You can't go for the Air 2S. It's too big. It's too heavy.
Yeah.
Right. Guys in the UK as well. There's a huge
Exactly.
market in the UK. They can't fly around people. They can't do a whole bunch of other things. So this technology really brings a lot of hope for them. And it's something I think that they can buy and use and enjoy as long as they pay very close attention to the wind. They'll be fine. So it does have its place.
But the wind can kick up at any time, you know. Storm, like I was just flying my airplane the other day and I saw clouds in the background. I knew a storm was coming in, and just out of nowhere, wind just started, you know, turbulence, and my airplane's dropping. And, you know, being a pilot, you know, I know when to pull up and give it more power and stuff like that. And you were just talking about the whole actual being tested in a flight, which I totally agree with. I mean, in the US, we take a driver's test, you know, why don't we do a flying test over top of the actual written test? Because a lot of the written test is not for us, you know, it's for a real pilot. Now I know the next step from us is the real pilot, but we're not flying real.
Yeah, half that shit has nothing to do with us anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
On that test.
I mean, we should have knowledge in it, you know, we should,
Oh,
but we
exactly.
should also
I agree.
have. I like the idea of actually having somebody that knows how to pilot something and watching a beginner pilot his drone, you know, because, I mean, you know, we all start off and we all need pointers. Just like driving a car, you know, like at 16, everybody's, you know, nervous and say, just send it, you know, but it's not just send.
Right. Lon is right. I think Lon hit it right there. Probably not for us in the US, UK, Canada. And then the question is, when the Mini 3 comes out, if the camera is very close to the Nano Plus and it's cheaper, which it will be, oh my gosh, they're going to be in some trouble there.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might put the nail in the
Hey,
coffin.
Xavier.
If it works out of the box.
Yep.
Hey Xavier, you were talking about the camera on the Mini 3. What are they using on the Mavic 3? Are they using a Hasselblad sensor as well?
Yeah, the Mavic 3 is a
Or is that
Hasselblad.
something
It's
they can
branded
do to go back to
Hasselblad.
the Mini 3?
No, I think
Can they
only
use that on the Mini 3 to get you what you want?
No, because the Mini
that
3 is going to be a low price point. Anything with that Hasselblad brand on it,
It's gonna bring the price
that's
up.
going to
Yeah.
demand. That's going to
that camera looked like it
So they're
weighs
not
more
gonna
than the
get
Mini
that.
anyway.
Maybe a pro version.
Okay, I didn't. I'm not really
Yeah,
familiar
so
with it. That's why I asked.
Yeah, in terms of what DJI is actually going to give us on the Mini 3, what I believe they're going to give us is
I wasn't
that
sure who it was.
.8
I thought,
the 0.8 sensor.
You are a webcam.
What the hell was that?
That's my stepson. This is my tattoo artist.
What's up, brother?
Hey.
I'll be trying all day.
That was awesome. You just made the show, bro.
Yeah, so I actually believe that DJI is going to give us a 0.8 sensor.
Yeah.
So I think we're getting that 0.8 sensor. I think we're going to get the f1.7 aperture. We're probably going to get front and rear obstacle avoidance, nothing on the sides.
Nah.
And I think they're going to offer a standard controller package and like a smart control RC, not Pro,
Yeah.
but something close to a Pro.
Like a
package.
dumbed down version.
What do you think of
You know,
this, Xavier?
Huh?
What do you think of this picture?
Um,
you think they'll actually come out with this? With the
yeah,
sticks that fold down?
that looks like the standard controller. Just the
What?
stick mechanism is a little different. It looks like the typical thing that we get all the time in the package.
But the
Except-
sticks, they fold down into the controller.
Yeah,
I like
looks
that.
pretty
I think I
cool.
like that.
Yeah, the two buttons at the side give it an unlock. You press the two buttons and then it flies up. That makes setup even faster. You want to talk about
much
running
faster.
gun?
Much faster.
Instead
I'm
of
actually
screwing them
surprised
in,
they didn't do that years ago. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
pull them out, screw them in, pull them out.
Yeah, I will say though, what's the point in having those quick release, ready to run and gun, if we don't get fast satellites?
That's a good point.
Satellites is king.
Because we flip the sticks up, and then we're sitting there waiting.
FPV, we don't need that shit.
It gives you an opportunity to do
Hey, one
your
button, go.
pre-flight check.
So with this new firmware update,
Look,
has anyone
look,
flown the
can you
Mini
see
2
that?
or anything?
What is that, Dracula?
That's what
Is that
he tattooed on a guy today.
isn't that what's that?
That's the guy from the wrestling,
No,
right?
Razor
From
Ramon.
WWE?
Rick Rude, right? Is that Rick Rude?
No, that's the guy with the little toothpick from WWE,
Rick-
right?
Yeah, the wrestler.
Rick
He
Rude.
died. No, he died. His name is his name is Scott Hall. He died 2 days ago.
Yeah, he just
okay.
yeah.
Man, it's been a long time since I watched that.
Somebody made a comment. Why don't they put single obstacle avoidance sensors on the front and back, etc.? Save weight. I'm all
Should be all
for it.
around.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
if you had
I'm
one
for
big
it.
fish
Kinda
eye in
wide
the front
angle.
and one in the back, as long as they were big and round.
Well, did you see that sketch? That's why I brought it up. That sketch of the Mini
Bless you.
3 shows the
Bless
fisheye
you.
obstacle avoidance in the front, and then it shows a picture and it has words that say the obstacle avoidance for the rear are on the back side of those front sensors. Did anybody miss that? Somebody not catch that? I'm gonna
I
have
heard
to
you
show
say
you what
it
I'm
earlier.
talking about.
I mean,
I
as
didn't
long
pay
as it
attention
works.
to it.
I'm gonna have to show you.
Share the screen.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
As long as it works. My only
So
problem
that's
with
all that
that
matters.
is if you crash, instead of taking out 2 sensors, you might take out 4. There's DJI refresh for that. So
I'm on the stream.
yeah, well, I'm excited for it because since the Mavic
That's what-
Mini came out,
That's what my state farm policy's for.
that
Oh,
works
here's
too.
one. Here's one
Sure.
for you. With that State Farm policy, TJ went and tried to call his State Farm agent the other day and go through it. The underwriters turned him down and said that they would not insure the drones. Now, I think it was because of one question and the way he answered it. So this is kind of knowledge for everybody. They asked him, "Can you control the drone with your smartphone?" And he answered yes. And they said, if you can control it with your smartphone, then it's not an insurable item. So in reality, you cannot really fly the drone.
No.
You
with
can't
the
control it
smartphone.
with your
Right.
smartphone.
You can control the telemetry, and you
trick
can take
question,
off, and you
yeah.
can make it land and things like that.
Yeah.
But you can't fly it. And
Yeah,
I had
he
to call
said it
the
now.
agent, and I
But you
tried to
can't fly
explain it to her. She didn't want to hear it. She did not want to insure the drone.
Every time you do a
Oh,
warranty insurance thing, they don't want to pay. It's every
No.
time, you know, every
Dude,
time.
$72 for the
Look.
year for me.
Yeah, no, I've
I
got it as
insured
well. I got my
3
drone insured
drones
for 75.
and a tablet.
Yep. So just
I
be
got 3
careful if they ask
drones
you that
and a
question.
tablet for $101.
Yep.
Yeah, so guys, don't say
It's less than-
controlled
I mean,
by the phone.
It's what,
Right.
not even $9 a month for it.
So you don't have care refresh?
That's
Or
if they do it though.
I don't do the
Yeah,
care
could be
refresh
a waste
because
of
if you
money.
lose the drone, you can't use it. Where with State Farm, you don't have to have the drone.
The
You
drone.
can, it can be stolen. It could land in the lake, the ocean,
Exactly.
whatever. And
Yeah,
you
care
just
refresh
tell
is a
them
waste.
you lost it, and they give you a check to go buy it and replace it.
Another
so
one.
no
Yeah.
type of you just tell them
Yeah.
you lost it? I mean,
Yep. I
That's
straight
it.
up asked my State Farm
Yep.
agent that. As I told him, I said, look, I mean, anybody can come in and just lie and say, hey, I lost my drone. And
They need a receipt and they need an order number.
That's true.
Habitually.
That's
They
true.
need all that.
Yeah.
But not,
And they don't have a
but in
limit.
a sense, like everything has an ID, right? So when you like, especially with a GPS, it's being sent with an ID, and you're locked in. So down the road, they could see that. You know, no,
Yeah, you can prove it to them.
you could get in
Yeah.
trouble for it.
The only thing
Yeah,
they asked me
Yeah,
for
that-
were
that-
my receipts.
They do it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you
But
just
yeah, it's
gotta
definitely
be
worth
honest,
it. It's
you
only
know,
$9 a month.
Yeah, it's
Not bad.
hassle free.
Yeah.
It's hassle free. It's affordable. You know,
It's
I
so
love it. It's good
easy. Yeah,
service.
I would.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Somebody
yeah,
said in the chat.
Ron, you have to have the drone to use the care refresh, though. I mean, if it falls in the bottom of the ocean, it's
Yeah,
not good anymore.
true. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they have
And
an
with care refresh, you got to pay to ship it back to them. Just to
Yeah,
get
yeah, pay for
them to
shipping as
use it.
well.
And there's
I mean,
no
And then
deduct-
they could also say
There's no
that there's
deductible.
more, additional
Personal
things that you need to add
policy.
in.
I mean, I had care
Yep.
refresh on 3 drones. I just don't do it anymore after I found out that I could just do State Farm for $75 a year, and I've
Yeah,
got
that's
2
good.
drones insured with them. So
Yeah, hassle
I
free.
might have to look into that.
Now it's 75 per drone.
no,
No.
it's it's called a personal
No.
articles policy,
Sure.
and it's per the dollar amount. So I showed them the receipts for my Air 2S and my Mini 2, and they added up to about $2,100. So based
Okay.
off of $2,100, they gave me a personal articles policy that covers both the drones.
Okay. So
Yeah.
say
You can do it on the Air
have
2.
75 drones, but your 2 highest drones are this amount. They're going to cover that amount, regardless
It's a
of the
dollar
drone.
amount. Right, it's a dollar amount.
Yeah.
And they'll
Gotcha.
cover the action too. They'll cover the action too if you have an action too, and you say you put it on
But-
your FPV.
Right, but
They will
this
cover the
lady,
action too.
was giving TJ such a hard time. She wanted proof of sale on how much he paid for it, which he got it used, But like
Mhm.
Ray Kelly, he won the Mavic 3,
Yeah.
from Kelton
Yeah.
Shores.
He didn't pay nothing for it.
$2,200 drone, didn't pay a thing for it, and his State Farm agent insured it, no problem. But this other lady was asking for proof of how much he paid for it. Shouldn't matter.
Oh, there we go.
It's how much is the item worth to replace.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
When she asked me about it, if I had receipts, she said, if not, can you show proof of what they currently cost?
Right.
So even if I wouldn't have had my receipts, and I was really shocked. Now they won't cover like filters or cables or
understandable.
anything
It
like
does
that.
that stuff.
But like I said, they covered my tablet because if I'm using my tablet to fly and it's in the car and it gets stolen, or something falls out of the tree and hits the controller and the tablet and cracks the tablet, boom! I call her up and say, "Hey, my tablet got damaged, while I was flying," and they'll give me $200 some to go buy a new tablet.
And I haven't had to use the insurance, but Michael Wright, he's not in the chat tonight, but I know he's used it 3 times, and they've never questioned him.
there's no
and
limit.
Replaced his drones.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
So it's
good
well
deal.
worth it. Way better than care refresh.
it's so worth
Now
it.
it's
I
not
use my
hands
drone every
down.
week.
it's not liability. It's only replacing the drones itself. So if you're using it for business, and you damage somebody else's property, it's not insurance.
There it is.
DJI does cover flyaway as well, but it's not as affordable.
Yeah.
Dude, I finally just found that stupid ass sketch I've been looking for.
I didn't know
I've
that.
been looking for it the whole freaking time. Oh, what a piece of shit. You mother. Just wasted 10 minutes of my life. Holy crap.
Is that what you've been doing this whole time?
Yeah, bro.
I was wondering why you hadn't said anything.
That's what I'm
Ron
talking
says
about.
Carry
Right
Fresh
there.
does cover shipping.
Yeah, I just read that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you have to pay deductible.
I put a link in.
$79.
I put a link in the chat to like the main page for State Farm where they talk about what's covered. You know what the person.
Wait, go back with that picture. Go back with that picture.
I am on it.
Or what it
This
is.
is my. This is what I'm looking at in the front.
It does look like a 2-axis gimbal, though.
It does look like a 2-axis gimbal to me, but why?
Yeah, it does.
I just don't get it.
It's. I don't think
know
it's
how
gonna
they're
be.
doing
And
that.
how can the sensors be on the
Yeah,
back of
but-
those?
That's what this big old gap in here is for.
Yeah,
Like if you look at the regular picture,
I don't think
I
that's
don't
going to
think
be.
oh shit.
it's not going to be a 2-axis gimbal. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
there's no way. There's
Yeah.
no way.
We're not.
They're
You
Gonna,
don't think so?
feedback
You don't
from
think they have the
everybody.
technology for
Yeah,
that?
but look at the
Why
way
not?
the
I don't know. That's a good
that's a
question.
good point. That's a good point.
look at the way they have those
Okay,
dampers
let
set
me
up on the
rephrase
side.
that.
Though.
If it's going to be a 2-axis gimbal,
Mhm.
it's going to look just as good as a 3-axis gimbal with their technology.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, electronic.
Going back to, like,
I mean,
the-
the Spark was nice. The Spark electronic image stabilization was pretty good.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
so who knows what they can do.
and that'll save weight. That'll save weight. You could beef up the camera a little bit.
Very
It's just
true.
One less motor.
mhm.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So the reason that I said that there might be a sensor in the back there is because of the groove that sits on the back of the front of this quad. It does make you wonder why it's got a groove on the back of it on the front sensors. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
and I don't
though.
think it's for the legs. I don't think it's there for the legs.
No. It'd have to be for aerodynamics if
Yeah.
it wasn't for anything else.
Because if you stop and think about it, if those are two sensors facing backwards from the front,
Yeah.
then
Right.
you'll have to. The sensors will have to
Yeah.
erase
Right here.
out the whole
Yeah, but-
drone.
The
Right
props
there.
are going to move out of the way. I was just thinking about that too.
There's
but I
a
mean, the props
big
are gonna
there's a
move.
big divot in both sides of the body right here behind the sensor.
Yeah, I see that.
You see that? Why is that
Yep.
there?
Aerodynamic.
But I don't
It's gonna
think-
see prop
if you-
movement. though. I don't
You
know.
blow that up anymore?
Yeah, I don't.
I
Yeah,
don't
do
know.
solo
I
screen
don't think
here.
so.
Yeah,
if
here
there's
I'll
a
do it.
picture on the
Solo
back.
screen.
If there's a picture on the back. Also,
I
is
wish
there,
there was. That's
there
the
a
one thing
release
we're
date?
missing.
Is there a release
Nah.
date?
No. There's
Nope.
nothing on it yet.
It was supposed to be April, then it was the end of April, and I guess there's some shit going down that's causing it not to be able to. I guess there's going to be a backup in the release, from what I was told. I don't know. That's what we
That
heard.
camera look like they downstepped on the camera, dude. It's like
Yeah.
looks cheap.
But
I
I
don't think
think
that's
they will though.
if
I'm
you
just-
think of that and then the Enterprise and see if release and see if those legs fold out like that Enterprise, I could see it being a little different.
Yeah, I'm just curious though. Let's just say this drone comes to fruition. How many of you guys are interested in this? Like, how many of you guys are going to go out and buy this?
I am.
It's a possibility
You're
for me.
one.
I'm not ready for it until I see that camera. If it's 3x,
Well, why? I'm more curious as to why. Why? Give me why. You're
It's
ready.
gonna be. I want a
Why-
mini drone for
Why
my
is your
FPV
credit
bag.
card out right now? What is
I
it
have.
about this drone? What is it that will make you swipe your card?
I have an Air 2S and I want a backup that'll fit in my FPV backpack. And I refuse to spend $950 on the Nano Plus with one
Oh,
battery.
cool.
And I already had the Mini 2 and I sold it. So
Okay, fair
Those
enough.
are neat.
DI, and for me,
fair enough.
DJI is just
Yeah,
reliable.
they're cool.
And I have the Air 2S and the Mini 2. I would end up just selling my Mini 2 to somebody who would want it, and then use the money to go buy a Mini 3 just so I had it so I could play with it.
Makes perfect sense. Who
me,
else?
me just to have a smaller drone because I don't have a mini. You know,
Yeah,
Something
I
fun
have
to
a
have
Nano.
for travel
Wow.
purposes too. But
Chad,
but
where are you?
I returned it,
what's chat?
so I got my refund from the Nano, and then I'm just getting the Mini 3.
Yeah, but why Mini 3? Why not a Mavic 3? Why not a Air 3 if there's a leak? What
Well,
is
the
it about
Mavic
the
3
Mini?
is a little bit too much.
Okay.
Why not
Yeah.
TV?
For me too.
And
Yeah.
FPV,
That Air
I'm not-
2S is my next backup.
I'm on
I
the
mean,
fence about the FPV. I don't know yet.
Right.
I'm still trying to get
Come
there. But I
on, do
did
it.
have that thought. I had that
You
thought.
want it.
If
You know
the
you
Air
want
3
it.
comes
The price
out,
is a little
you know
lower
I'm
now.
down on that. I'm
So,
down on the
Chad,
Air
what
3.
is it about the Mini 3 that's calling you? I mean, don't you have a Mini 2 already? You plan on
Yeah, I have a
selling
Mini
that?
too. Yeah. I mean, I just, you know,
You like the
upgrade.
Mini drones?
Yeah, upgrade. Yeah, I like the mini drones. They're nice and convenient. I like to take them on vacation. I took them on, or I took my Mini 2 on a couple vacations, which pretty good.
Yeah.
But the Mini 2, I mean, it may just replace the Mini 2.
Yeah.
You never
I
know.
like my little backpack there.
I mean, I think I'll get it regardless, but I really
Mhm.
don't think I'm going to enjoy it because I have a feeling DJI is going to do certain things like they're not going to give me D-Log. They're going to give me D-Cine-alike. I just know they're going to do this. I just know they're going to hold back the log. And they're
Well,
like,
what's the
okay, well,
difference?
here's D-Cine-alike. Well, log has a lot more dynamic range in it. So there's a lot more details you can pull out of it. The color is a lot more flat. So hardly anything is baked into there. So
So
you have,
Cinelike is kind of like a hybrid type.
yeah, it's like a
Lo-
hybrid. It's great for
Yeah.
learning and just getting your feet wet and starting to color
Okay.
grade. But for me, I'm way too gone past that point.
I mean,
So
I
you
agree with
mean
what
like
Lon
recording
said.
in RAW
Yes.
to
Oh no, raw is on another.
Yeah, it's big difference.
That's
when you color
beyond
grade.
log. Raw is
That's even more
raw.
dynamic, right?
That's on another level.
I mean,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
agree with
okay.
what Ron said.
because
or
I don't
Lon
own
says.
anything new from DJI. I own like pretty much my newest is like my Phantom 4. Like I
Phantom
know
4 or Phantom 4 Pro? That's
4.
a huge
The-
difference.
The Air 2
Four.
still a good drone, Serge.
He's still got the 4. He's got the 4.
This is not
Yeah.
going nowhere. This is a good drone.
All my
Still a
new
good
stuff
drone.
is FPV, you know, but you know, I got a few things from DJI, you know, but I've been trying to get newer stuff, but you know, I'm a $50 guy, so
What
a
is
lot of
that?
marketplace people hate me.
He loves offering $50.
But I do
for
find
everything.
$50 shit. I mean, I'll pay more than $50, you know, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I start the conversation with $50.
DJI
And
V2 goggles. Hey, I'll give you $50, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I get the whole FPV thing, but my question to you is, why would you want? a
Because the
DJI drone?
75, they suck.
Why would you want it? Just because you would buy it because it's cheap? Like, what's your purpose? What's your motive? What's your desire?
I fly my DJI still, you know, here and there, you know, not as much as in a sense, like I haven't flown my FPV in probably, I don't know, maybe 2 months now because I've been just doing airplanes because I have a love with everything. I fly helicopters too, which I'm going to get my, I think it's a 600. Yeah, 600 electric 12S. I'm gonna get my helicopter going again, and I'm in the helicopters as well, 3D, all that shit. So you know, I just go from here to there, you know. So
Yeah, the reason why I
Andrew,
ask because FPV helicopters and planes, from my experience, you can get your fix from just flying. You can
Yeah.
fly and get your
Yep.
fix. You're happy you're gone home. Nobody knows.
True.
And you don't care who knows. The difference with these GPS drones is that you don't get your fix from flying. You get your fix from sharing. That's the end product, right?
Yep.
When you share
I don't
that
know. I
photo,
disagree
you
with
share
that.
photo.
I love nice smooth flow, but like in a sense, okay, so all my DJIs have a little bit of lag. So it's like flying on a wire, you know, like my heart beats a little bit more with the DJI than an FPV because I'm more used to FPV because it's real. It's right there, that moment. You know, granted, I don't see certain things, you know, like a branch sticking out over water or, you know, just whatever, you know, or grass on the ground that's too high and I'm like cruising just inches above, you know, the ground. And then I clip a grass and pew.
Well, you see, going back to what you're saying, that's your fix, right? You're describing the fix. You're experiencing that goggles. But for the DJI now, you have to like train your mind or like open your mind to like, I'm not looking for that flying fix. And I correct myself. That's if you're coming from FPV to DJI. If you're starting DJI and it's your first experience, then yes, there's a flying fix that comes with it. You don't necessarily
my first real drone was the Phantom, which I've owned for a while now. I fixed it a few times because I crashed it, you know, and you know, I'm a fixer. So I've taken it all apart and taken out this part because that was broken, and replaced the body, I think 3 times now, the landing leg 6 times, because it just happens, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
well, I went
the
from
DJI
toy grade
guys don't
to
really do that, right? Us DJI guys, we don't crash
Listen,
and break those things.
I love my
because
DJI.
you don't take
Wipe them
risks.
down,
You don't
we
take
clean the
risks.
lenses. You know,
I love
You
my
go
DJI quads
far
until
around
you,
a tree.
then you end up
That's
with
right.
that shit, and then it's like fucking
But
bow.
I also fly my
Yep.
Phantom with my goggles as well. So, and my
Yeah, that
Inspire
would
as
be
well.
fun.
That's what I want to do with the Mini.
But with
is
the
fly with
goggles, flying with the DJI with the goggles, this is older technology. I don't know with the newer ones, but when you fly with the goggles, you don't get color. It's all black and white.
nah, you get color now. You get color.
Oh, get color now. Okay.
Yeah, you get color.
No, it's with
Yeah,
the FPV
latency.
goggles or the DJI goggles.
Yeah, and you know the reason why you were probably crashing so much is because of the latency, like the type of
True.
shots that you're trying to get. The latency.
Two
just can't
crashes
deliver.
that try to be like FPV and fly backwards, like go around a tree and like whee! Where like the FPV, I don't know, like the sticks and the sticks are semi the same, you know, they're a little different, you know, different movements and stuff, but yeah, it's just a bigger drone and it just, you know, a little branch, that's it, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Little
flew my
twig sticking
tiny hawk
out.
freestyle today. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, freestyle's nice.
I'm gonna
I
miss
have
mine.
2 of those.
I'm gonna miss that little bastard, but I went digital, so no, I can't do this analog shit anymore. I know.
I know.
Mac,
I need
you're
to.
an
I need to
analog
go
freak.
digital. Yeah, I need to go
can't.
digital.
I don't. You know what? I should have listened to Lon and went digital from the very beginning.
Yeah,
And
unless
I-
you can fly like Mr. Steele, then that's different.
No, I
don't
didn't.
think.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
think you should go digital.
I put on
He
the,
crashes all the time too. He just doesn't post that shit. He's good. I ain't gonna knock him. He's great. He's one of the people I always watch, and you know, like
puts the good
who else?
flights up, right? It puts the good flights
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, we all do. You know, who
Yeah,
wants
of course.
who wants to see like our
Everybody
mistakes?
crashes. We all crash.
But he posts crashes too. You know, so
I
Yeah.
nicknamed mine Bounce just for the
Yeah, I'm
reason.
pretty sure if he puts on a digital FPV system there, DJI, he's not going to be able to pull off a lot of those moves as fast. He's
well,
probably
I
gonna have
think
to slow
I
things
think he
down.
went to digital now too. He's got the FPV goggles. No, Mr. Steele.
I
I,
don't
think,
know.
I think he does. I think he uses a controller as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not.
I think.
But I know he has the goggles.
Doesn't he use Tracer now?
Well,
With the
Steele
Mamba.
uses the mom
Right.
the Mamba.
Mamba with Tracer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so he's still Crossfire Tango.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's what I
TBS.
use. I'm
TBS.
using TBS Crossfire Tango. I just,
You know, and
I've
Xavier,
never
you
had a
said
reason to
earlier.
upgrade. Uh-huh.
Yeah, me neither. Nope. Yeah, I'm a Crossfire guy too now.
I'm a very utility guy. If I don't find myself outworking something, there's no need for me to get better.
I agree.
Well,
agree.
there's no
Yep.
need for me to get a better product. There's only a need for me to get better.
Mhm.
There you go.
That's where I'm
Yeah,
at.
that's true. Yeah.
I got a good product. I just
Chad.
got to learn how to fly.
Chad, it's time for you to get into FPV, Chad.
Really?
Not with that remote
I
though.
tried it. I have I have my little
Does that have Crossfire in the back?
I haven't
Chad,
really messed in a while.
once you get bit, Chad, once you get bit,
okay.
that's it. It's over.
Sorry.
I promise you, it's over.
What is that,
Where's that
Chad?
Tango 2? You haven't ordered that yet?
That's a little tiny hawk.
Who?
Whoa.
Emax.
You.
Tiny hawk.
Oh, there you go,
Hey,
Chad.
but let me
Matt-
tell you guys,
Tango
Matt-
2.
these
Maddie,
gimbals
what is
are
that?
amazing.
What is
That's
that,
the-
Maddie?
That's the Jumper T Pro.
Yeah.
That looks fire.
Oh, it's good. I like
I
it.
love it. I love
Right.
it.
Is that new?
Cool.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's about 3 months old. Ken, what is
Wow.
it? 3 or 4 months, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
it's
look-
like
that
it's
look-
like the Tango 2 Pro. The Tango 2 Pro had sex with the DJI FPV controller. and
Absolutely.
came out with
That's
a baby.
exactly what happened.
That's what
Yep.
it looks like.
not just sex,
Yeah, yeah.
good sex.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah,
Good
it was.
sex,
It was good.
Yeah, it's nice tech.
I like it.
That looks sexy.
Two nice
I'm
people.
not gonna lie.
He's-
Whoa, you
Two nice
guys-
controllers.
Yeah, he's got the same one.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah.
Remember I told
Hey.
you I mailed you something today?
Oh, stick protector.
Ken, I need
That's
some
what
of
I
those.
mailed you today.
Why?
Yeah.
Just fold them.
I
Just
put the
fold them
new
over.
I put the new 533.
Oh, you don't have that.
Oh well.
Minkin sticks
you,
on there.
you need the Tango 2 Pro.
Wait,
you could
those
just like
those sticks don't fold?
fold over.
Nah, I wish.
Nah, you lost me there. You lost me there. Sorry.
Dude, the AG1 gimbals that my brother got, I felt them. They're sick, bro. You guys don't like them? The way they feel?
Well, that radio's too damn big for me.
No, I'm talking about the gimbals.
I don't know the
He
difference.
put new gimbals in there, Matt. He put the AG1
yeah, I know.
gimbals.
They light up and all that shit. Yeah.
What does it
No,
do?
no,
Make
no,
it
not they
stiffer?
don't light
Make
up.
it softer? What does it do?
That's my
Dude.
very first one.
It's just
Yeah.
so smooth, man. It's
Radio
just
Link.
dude, it's
Yeah,
big difference.
yeah. You know, one thing I learned about FPV, I think I was really privileged getting into this FPV hobby because I was able to see guys like Ledrip fly. So when I met up with him, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna have the latest of everything. He's gonna have the greatest. I need to get what he's got.
Nope.
I roll up, the guy's got an old radio that he's been flying from probably since
Oh, yeah.
1989. And I'm like, why aren't you flying the new stuff? He's like, why would I? I'm used to this.
Hey,
Well,
Sammy.
nobody sent it to him yet.
Huh?
Sam Burns.
Nobody
Sam
sent-
Burns. Sam
Sean,
Burns, I
nobody
got
sent it
something
to him
for you.
yet.
I got something for you, Sammy. I got something
I
for
can-
Sammy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Zero's cool.
He was fun. That dude's a trip.
Yeah, he's a
He
nut.
is a trip,
I
bro.
never met any of these guys in person, but yeah, YouTube, he's crazy.
Yeah, he was a good time.
He does
Yeah,
good videos.
Yeah,
they
a lot
are.
of action, adventure. He's out there.
Yep.
Yeah,
he
absolutely. Yeah.
I was listening, but I couldn't. I was driving.
Oh, I remember somebody was saying earlier they don't believe what I was saying about the DJI drones giving you a good fix just by flying. I'm curious to
Yeah,
get some
that was
feedback
me.
on that. Can
That
you
was
expand
me.
a little bit on that? 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
like
curious.
I was saying, like, okay, so the lag gives me that.
No, I got
fix.
what you were saying. You don't get.
So
the fix
how
from
about like the
DJI.
new drones? Do you still get lag, like frame loss and stuff like that?
But this is the
Being
thing.
far away, like my Phantom is good when it's like line of sight, but once I go behind things or I'm far away, and like we were talking about range tests before, I've never wanted to do a range test, but I did with my Phantom, and I went, I don't know, 5,000 feet away. And it was just crazy because, you don't see nothing. Like, there's no way you see that drone. No way. Like, and it lost signal and it came right back. And I should have recorded it because that was a long time ago. But I did it and it was scary. Friggin'
Yeah.
scary.
The signal is a lot better now. It's a
You
lot
just
better.
don't know.
Even further away. Yeah, it's a lot better
So
now.
about your
Everything's
fix,
improved.
about your fix on
The-
flying
get
camera
the
drones.
Fix.
Yeah.
I had that fix, and then I started flying FPV drones, and it changed. I still love my camera drones. Don't
Yeah,
get me
but-
wrong, but
Let
I
me
find
get this straight.
myself, I find
You're-
It's a
myself
different
getting
fix.
bored.
So, Maddie, your
Absolutely,
fix came
Lon.
just from flying, not from hitting record.
Flying
not from
drones is
snapping
a
those
drug.
photos.
My
Right,
fix,
mine's
my
from
fix
flying.
is flying.
Shrug.
And that's
I-
what I was going to say. Even with the DJI versus FPV, I mean, and I fly FPV. I'm not good at it, but I do fly it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's because I'm not good at FPV yet that I can relate to what like Max says and what Maddie says. But for me, when I throw my camera drone up in the air and I'm seeing things on my tablet that I can't see from the ground, and I'm the one controlling the drone, flying it, I'm getting a really cool fix and a cool feeling while I'm
Yeah.
doing that. I'm like, look at this
Mhm.
shit that I'm
Oh, yeah,
doing.
yeah.
I'm seeing this. I can take a
Such
picture
an
of this. I
encounter.
mean, I love that feeling, and I'm not having to do a loop or anything like that
Yeah.
to get that fix.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a different type of fix because when I'm flying FPV in a field and I see the football uprights and I'm flying a little tiny hawk, but I'm flying in the goggles. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, I got through it. Awesome. So
Yeah.
it's the same feeling for me.
I smoke
I
cigarettes,
understand
all right?
that.
So every time I walk out the front door, I'm flying a drone. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm flying something. And that's every day. Whether it's my Air 2S, whether it's one of my FPV drones, shit, I'll even take the Tello in the front yard if I had nothing else to fly. But just the fact
Right.
of flying,
Exactly. I
that's
just
the whole
want to
fix
be up
for
in the
me.
air.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
it.
Mm-hmm. To an airplane, to a helicopter, and whatever. You're in the air.
Chad, how about you?
Put it
You
this
got
way,
a camera on it.
The Mini 3 is
What
not
was
a
that?
necessity; it's a want.
Yeah,
But I fly line of sight too for everything. So
that's a very strong
that's
statement
a whole
right
nother
there.
fix. You know, like
That's how I
just flying
learned
an
to fly.
acro drone. It like makes my heart race. Even though I'm like decent at it, I have no problem doing it. I do flips and rolls and power loops and all that stuff. You know, it's just fun.
Yeah.
But that's how I started with the FPV. Is I started in acro, which before starting acro, I was a camera. I was toy grid at that time, and there was a drone that I had that was called F mode, and F mode was acro mode, and I did it once, and I told myself, I'm like, who would ever want to fly like this? Like, you can't control it. Like, it was just this way crash, that way crash, this way crash, that way crash, you know? And finally, I just converted.
Yeah.
I don't
Lon
know
says
why
he's
and
working
how,
on
but
a
I did.
reverse. Lon in the chat there says he's working on a reverse orbit. So he's working on some high tech stuff there.
Oh,
Chad, I
really?
didn't get any feedback from you.
As far as what?
How you
That's
stand with
like
this
my
FPV?
favorite FPV move.
Yeah, how you stand with the FPV, and do the camera drones give you your fix? I mean, what is it about the camera drones?
Well, as far as the FPV, the little tiny hawk I had, I was flying it for a little while. This was months ago,
Traxxas, right?
and I had stopped flying it. So, but the camera drones, I love flying. You know, the camera drones. I like practicing different maneuvers, finding like different moves to do. You know, and putting them in like together cinematic videos. A lot of the fix for me is putting it together into a video and finding different ways to do it that you don't see other people doing.
Yeah.
So that's my little.
Yeah, I've been seeing your videos,
You're
your
good at it.
cinematic,
Yeah.
your
You're
cinematic
getting
music, everything. You've been
Everything's
working
gotten
it out.
better.
the nighttime.
Yeah,
Tello was
I just sit here a lot. Just actually, I have my Final Cut Pro up right now, and I was actually trying to edit something. But yeah, I'm always sitting here trying to figure out different ways to do different things. So
The editing is, I guess in a sense, like I don't have a huge time in it, so I'm not good at it. But I mean, they come out okay. But like my time for editing with a good edit is pretty much like 2 hours per minute. So 1 minute of video takes me about 2 hours to edit. Where like if I throw something together, I don't know, like a 3-minute video only takes me about an hour. But the flying, I've invested so much time to where the flying is legit. But if I want to do an edit, like if I want to do a raw, just straight flight and with a song, it's like, throw it together and it's done.
Yeah.
But the edit part to a song is different,
Yeah.
Maddie, what do you think about editing?
And that shit. You already know I can't.
Maddie don't edit.
I
You don't
try.
edit?
It takes too long, man. But if you like it or say love it,
Maddie is probably the only one of y'all that has less editing skills than I do.
Well, I'll
because
tell
they
you
put
right
no
now,
time into it.
I
What
don't
I
like
do, if I-
editing. I don't like editing. It's just sitting there. It's boring. It's time consuming. But
Yeah.
My editing
end
Very
result,
time
It's
consuming.
a lot of work.
Very.
It's a lot.
but
It's
the
a lot of
end
work.
result,
I need to pay
Oh
somebody
my
to do that
gosh.
shit.
So, Max, so you know
wait
this,
until this Mini 3. Wait till the
Somebody
Mini
else
3
can
video.
take care of that part.
Wait until the Mini
Max,
3 release
Fiverr.
video.
Mini 3
Well, you
release
planning
video?
something special, Chad?
Well, I don't have.
That's
no,
a
I don't have
Traxxas
it. I'm
alias,
just saying when I
right?
get it. Usually I do.
Not too many people know that drone.
Yeah.
But
I had the
it'll be so
Andromeda
nice.
ominous. Same thing.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking
So am
forward
I,
to
Chad.
that.
'Cause I have things. It's things that I've done before, like months ago, that I haven't even released. That I just don't want to release it, or like certain type of edits that
Yes.
I've
A lot of my
done.
stuff gets archived.
Yeah, it's archived. So
Yeah.
I'm saving something for the Mini 3.
Yeah, I stopped
So-
doing that. I used to do that too. I used to save things, but now I just push it out because if I don't push it out,
I know
right,
you'll never
once
use it.
once what happens is I notice when I do push it out, then I'm like, okay, it's out there. Now I've got to get better.
Yes,
But the
true.
minute you hold
Because you go
it,
back, yeah.
there's no pressure on you to do better, right? So I stopped doing that. I used to do that, but now I'm like, I'm just gonna let it fly. And then that puts me back to the drawing board. I got to work on myself. I got to do better, and that's just my attitude right now. Yeah.
Look, the best I can do is take a 6-minute video, make it a 3-minute video, and add music to it, and maybe adjust some of the contrast and highlights in it.
Lon says, Xavier, watch one of my videos and you'll see my feelings on editing. Lon doesn't know, but I watch most of his videos and I actually do like them. The whole freestyle, just it's not much editing, but I think he's got a nice flow. Especially with the Mavic 3. I don't know what is it with the Mavic 3 and him, but he's got a good thing going with that Mavic 3. Yeah.
I really like the way
on
he
that.
adjusts
Speed
the
ramping
speed in
everything.
his videos, his playback speed.
Makes it look like almost like an FPV.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I've got some tough goals for FPV this summer because the whole winter I couldn't fly it. Just my fingers, I can't in the cold. It's just I can't.
Same here, Xavier. Same here, bro.
Yeah, but what has been my
So
saving grace?
where do you live? Down in the city, you said?
Queens, New York. But what's been my
Okay,
saving
Queens, yeah.
grace
Yep, down
is
in
the
Boroughs,
DJI
yeah.
FPV.
Yeah, I'm
Because
up in Beacon,
Oh, you're in Beacon.
which is where Newburgh is, right? Just
No.
right across the river. No, it's pretty much about an hour and a half up from you, up north.
Oh, so you're even colder.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. We get snow. You guys get rain.
Yeah. Well, it's even tougher
Yeah,
for you.
the cold sucks. Absolutely, I agree.
I
with you,
can't do the simulator. Guys say, "Oh, when it's winter, go on the simulator." No, I've been playing video games my whole life. You're not putting me on a sim again.
You're tired of it.
I'm done
You're
with
tired
it.
of it.
I like the sim. It's okay. I don't really. I don't know. Got maybe an hour or two in the sim. Because I never used a sim until like I don't know, maybe a year ago. I bought the sim. It feels real.
Team made me too upset.
Obviously no battery loss, and you always have no battery lag and all that good stuff. But overall, like the sim is good, but the real thing gets your heart pumping.
Yeah,
because you don't want to break something, and you're going to. So every pilot needs to know you're gonna break something.
Yeah, but I
And
will
that's
say
where
though,
it teaches you.
that DJI FPV has been a lifesaver in the winter. Just throw that thing on top of the hood of your car, take off in acro mode, put the windows up, keep
Pretty
the
much
heat
that's how
going,
I fly. Yep.
and put
That's
it
how
in
I fly in the
low.
winter.
Yeah, put it in low latency.
I'm nice and
mode.
warm. I got music going.
Oh yeah, you can catch a nice rhythm. You can catch a nice flight. I've been loving it all winter, man. It's a saving grace.
I don't own the FPV yet. Been trying to like hassle people for it. Now $50, like I'm willing to pay between $500 and $600 for something brand new. With the combo. I know I haven't got one yet, but I'll get one soon.
That's pretty cheap.
I'll get one.
You can find them almost new on Amazon for like $710.
No, not
Yeah,
the combo. Not the
Yeah.
combo.
Oh,
No, I
not the
want the
fly mode
combo.
You're right. You're right.
Nah, good luck with that. Mine can
Oh,
fly in the
thank
rain.
you,
Mine,
but-
I fly in the snow. I can fly in any kind of weather. Blizzard. I flew in 50-mile-an-hour winds the other day. It was here. That thing doesn't miss a beat, man. Doesn't miss
Do
a
you
beat.
use the footage from the camera, or do you use a GoPro or something?
No, I use the footage from the camera. I don't focus too much on cinematics with it. I use it as a training tool and just to keep myself active throughout the winter. That's basically it. Yeah.
See, I would put the 8 or the 10 on top of the one that I get. I mean, by the time I get it, maybe I'll buy the FPV2. I'm hoping that comes out soon.
That's not going to be
what I
50
really
bucks.
want.
You're not going to get that for $50. You're going to have to go in your pocket. Let me tell you that up front. You're going to have to dig deep.
He's gonna try.
Hey, there's somebody struggling right now.
Yeah,
'Cause they
but-
bought the FPV and they need to pay, their utility bill.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
but
you go.
not-
take
not-
advantage of the lower guys. There you go. Good job.
But
Max.
not the FPV.
Everyone getting rid of analog.
You're not going to find anything new. The DJI releases cheap. Forget about it. I can tell you
Oh,
that
yeah,
right now.
yeah. I
Too
know.
much demand.
Yep.
Too
Well,
many
I'm
people.
saying like the newest one, I would pay full price for, obviously. You know,
Oh,
I would. Yeah. I've paid full price for things, you know, but something
we're
that's
getting a sale out of
older
you.
or used, I'm not paying full price. Now, I've gotten things in a box that's sealed still, that's been sitting in somebody's garage that was worth $700, like an airplane. So I bought something that was $700 and bought it for $200. Pretty good deal, right? But I also bought other things off them to make it a $200 deal, you know, where I spent $600, but I've also acquired like 7 different planes that were all in boxes, you know, just because somebody gets into the hobby and tries it and then loses interest because they crash one time. One time that throws them off. And I've been there. I'm not saying I haven't, you know. I said, all right, I'm done with this hobby. I'm done, ready to just throw everything in the garbage. And I never did. I took a break and I'm back in the hobby.
When are you going to tell him that you have access to a DJI FPV drone? Are you gonna hide that?
No, I'm not gonna hide it. It's just I don't want to fly because
his
it's not
girl
mine.
has one.
Yeah,
His
I'm
girlfriend's
not.
got one.
Yeah, but I don't.
If he wanted to.
There's been very few times where I fly something that's not mine, you know, and it's pretty much the other pilots like, oh, fly, and I'm like, no, I don't want to fly. I'm good, you know, I got my own shit. No, fly, and I'm like, all right, I'll fly it, you know. But in a sense, all drones should be the same. You know, all DJI drones should fly the same. All FPV drones fly. Airplanes should fly the same, but they don't. You know, everything has its characteristics.
That's the reason I have multiples.
Yeah,
because they all fly different.
4 inch,
they all
5
fly
inch,
different. 7 inch, they all fly
That's
different.
why they all get different names. If they're gonna stay, they get a name.
Yeah. Maddie, you took off in this FPV world, huh?
Dude, that shit
You're
hit me like
enticed.
a brick. It hit me. I
Brother
got on.
Bob, what's up?
I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't working. I was at home I was playing Mr. Mom for almost a year while the wife was working, and that's all I did, bro, is go every day.
Maddie's taking the time to help me find a few drones and set up controllers.
Yeah.
And honestly, how much stuff did you break and bought new again?
Be careful what you say and who's around.
Oh,
Don't get
sorry.
set up,
Okay.
man.
Sorry.
She doesn't know about
the credit card bill. That's why he's in trouble.
Doesn't need
I
to
got
know.
headphones on.
Yeah.
Headphones.
Now, have you ever
work
flown your
wonders.
DJI PV in Acro yet, or just all straight GPS so far?
Who's that? Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he flies his in Acro.
Yeah, I've never flown it in any other mode. I didn't get it for any other mode. If I want it in another mode, then I'll go fly a GPS drone. So yeah.
Yeah, that'd be neat to see a mini FPV.
Yeah,
I'm building a Phantom that's going to be FPV Acro.
So
it's almost done.
So Max, 5-inch FPV or like
That mic.
3.5, 4-inch?
I'm a 5-inch guy.
Okay.
5 and 6S all day.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have a what is it? A Tiny Hawk 3-inch that's 4S, and that thing is fast, but it doesn't fly good on 4S. It flies great on 3S all day long, but 4S it needs a different tune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Baby Hawk.
Yeah. No.
Well, no, they have a
Baby Hawk. Yes, Baby Hawk.
Yeah, you're talking
Tiny
about
Hawk's
Baby
a
Hawk.
tiny guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Baby Hawk.
I'm getting to a point where I'm getting ready to invest in a couple of more drones, and I want to get 2 of the exact same drone. So if I break one, I got a backup, and I can use parts from each one type
Matt,
thing.
we
You
got
know,
the
trying
stuff.
to- trying to put
That's
up
what I
a
did when I
little
started. Yeah. It's 2
We
to
got
start.
Kenny Hook, bro, big time. He's a crack.
Yeah,
he's
so-
a
That
crack
shit's a
addict
rap.
now.
That shit's a hole, bro. You know, I used to make fun of the guys too that were talking nothing but FPV, and I'm like, y'all are a bunch of fucking dorks. And now look at me, shot out, man.
Now I'm trying to
Little
get rid of my
nerdy
analog
electronic shit.
I learned things in the past 8 months or 9 months of flying FPV that I never thought I'd learn ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
think
kinds of
everybody in
things
here
to
can see
learn.
the private chat. I'm going to share my last DJI FPV flight. And honestly, I posted this in the FPV groups, and everybody accused me of speeding the video up. I was like, what is with you haters? This thing does 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You turn up those rates, and that thing books it.
Oh yeah,
Everybody was like, "You're lying."
Wind
You're
is no
lying.
problem.
That's why I went at PB.
Unless you're in a
because I wanted
hurricane.
to follow.
Yeah, that drone is. I get a rush
Here.
from that thing, man. It's unbelievable.
It looks perfectly fine to me.
See that little guy?
That's why I want to get one of those little guys, little bumpers.
Wait, check this out.
See, that's what I want too.
Look, they're a little,
A little bit
cinnamon-
bigger
Wait,
though.
you ready for this? Watch this.
You know, things like a Christmas tree, bro.
So the one that'll blind you. Yeah.
Yes. Look
Yeah,
at that
man.
thing.
Yeah.
That's
That is
crazy.
insane.
Awesome, because you can't see it with the goggles on.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
true.
right.
Your
That's
neighbors can
spectators
see
that
it.
one.
Your neighbors can see it. You're gonna love the neighbors are gonna love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put your video in the chat, Xavier.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, from the feedback you guys gave me alone tonight, I was like sitting on the fence whether I'm going to get the Mini 3. But just because I see how it fits into your lives and your upgrade pattern, it just makes sense to me to get it regardless of how I feel about it and just cover it, because I feel like the mini drones outsell everything else on the market.
Right
And
now
if
they're
you-
hot, man. They really
Yeah.
are.
They're nice.
And I got to be honest with the 250 grams, you never know where the remote ID rules are going to sit when it comes to this 200 under 250 gram.
I have
You know.
noticed one thing in my travels doing camping and that. A lot of the places, if you pop up with a little Mini 2, they're like, oh, yeah, sure, go right ahead. You pop up with, like, Maverick Pro, they're like,
It's not as intimidating.
Nah. Yeah.
Plus, you can't hear it either.
Yeah, they see one of these and they tell you, nope, get out.
Yep. That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
Protect
absolutely.
35, right?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Ah,
the one
look who's in
campground
here.
I asked said no instantly.
I think Sammy's on our.
That's
I think
sweet,
Sammy's
Xavier.
on our other channel. He's on our other channel. I think
he
that's
is.
Sammy. He's on Quad Mafia channel. Yeah, that's our other YouTube channel, guys. It's just Quad Mafia, a bunch of FPV. Well, Xavier is part of the crew, so
We haven't
Guys,
done much with it yet.
yeah, I
Well,
know.
we will be.
Start posting videos. I'm gonna get everybody access to it. You guys can post all your videos, all your stuff, all you guys want to do. You guys post it there. So
Hey,
Yeah,
Xavier,
definitely.
you said something earlier about you hadn't been scared of a drone in a long time, as far as them basically flying away, not coming back. My Mavic Pro that I had two incidences with it. And this is when I was first learning how to fly camera drones, where it tried to land once on top of a Publix, and then another time it tried to land in a lake. And both times I didn't have control to bring it back up. All I could do is go side to side or forward or backwards. And luckily, both times I was able to get it over to a place where I could land it safely. And I never knew to this day what happened or why that happened. So I've always been scared to fly a drone too far and lose signal, even though you set your return to home to a height and you set your emergency thing to it's going to return to home, not hover, or not land, because I had all that set correctly on that drone, but yet it still tried to land twice.
What year was this?
This is back in 17, 18, somewhere in that, like when it first came out.
Well, it came out in 16.
Okay,
you got-
I
this
bought
was
it.
right
I
away?
bought it in February of 17. I think is when I bought it.
Okay, so I'll say two things to you. Number one, remember the OG Mavic Pro, which you're talking about,
Yeah.
was a huge technological feat.
When it came out.
We're still benefiting from that platform.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that drone was so technological, and it was the first of its kind.
Mhm.
And you got it early. When DJI was now making their name,
Well,
I beg you, a lot has changed.
Well, I know, and
Oh,
I've
yeah.
learned that. I've learned
You
that
can
within the
trust.
last. Actually, I didn't learn that until within the last year, because of those experiences with that particular drone. I bought, other drones since then, but was scared to test them because of the experiences I had had in the past. But recently, I've had twice now where my Air 2S has lost signal, and I didn't panic. I waited, and I had my return to home feature set correctly, and eventually my camera came back, and I was able to control the drone, cancel the return to home, and fly it back to safety to where I wanted to be, and things like that. It just didn't like that area of where I was. But that was, thank God that happened within the last year, because if that hadn't happened, I was scared to try to do things with drones.
Yeah, I'm a little eccentric. I've had one bad experience with return to home, and then after that experience, I found myself really scared and jittery, and I did probably what anyone shouldn't do. I just took off, went a good way out, turned my controller off, let it come back. I went out again, turned my controller off again, and did it so many times that I felt comfortable. It's going to come back.
Yeah.
Put this behind you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in a sense, that's okay if you're just doing it in a safe spot, you know.
Yeah, of course.
As long as they're, you know, yeah.
But like he said, technology has come a long way since then. It has.
And I just didn't trust it, but now
But
that I've
it makes you
experienced
comfortable.
that
Absolutely.
it actually works, then I'm in a lot better spot now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've
Somebody
had my
says the video
Phantom.
looks like it's sped up. See, somebody said it there. It does look like the video is sped up.
Yeah, but then when you look at the cars,
Yeah.
when you look at the cars and the people and shit, it looks normal. It looks perfectly fine.
Yeah, it
it's
does.
what it is. It's somebody flying a DJI FPV drone fast, and then other people getting pissed off because they don't own the fucking thing.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Exactly.
Gotta love haters, man. They're all over the place.
No, I think the guy in the chat's just being honest. Like,
No,
listen,
he's like he said. There's a possibility. It looks like it, but I'm sure
he didn't
knows it's
accuse
not.
me. Some guys downright accused me. Like, this is
Yeah,
not
that's
possible.
ridiculous.
You know,
It looks perfectly fine. It's a DJI. That drone is known to hit the high 80s, low 90s in acro.
yeah, high 90s too. High
Yeah.
90s.
What do you expect?
Yeah. So it's
Under
very
99 miles an
powerful.
hour. DJI stays legal.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is with that DJI FPV that fascinates me? From the time you take off in acro, you can floor it, you can throttle it, and never come off the throttle until the battery's dead. I feel like you do that with a regular FPV drone, it's gonna explode.
Nah. You'll kill your battery. Definitely, you're gonna hurt your battery, but it ain't gonna explode. I'll run my thing. So I raced modified cars, which are like 700 horsepower cars, 600 plus. They're between 600 and 800 horsepower. I can chase them. So I run 3/4 throttle to hold with them, and then full throttle to beat them. I don't know if I'm really at full throttle, maybe 90% plus on the throttle. I can run about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then my 6S is done. And I run a 1100 milliamp battery, so 2 minutes for 1100 milliamps on a 6S. Which
running a
the
4S.
DJI FPV is 6S, but I think they're like what 5,000, something like that.
I have no
Somewhere
idea
around
what's
there.
in there.
Yeah, I think it's like somewhere in the
I'm
5,000
running those
area.
same batteries. I'm running the CNHL Blacks, the 1100 6S.
Yeah, 11. Yeah, the
100
blacks.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get but I don't run it as hard as you do. I get about
Yeah,
3.5
that's full
or something
throttle.
like that.
You know.
3.5,
Good night, brother
but-
Bob.
You know. So, but on a freestyle flight, I get 6 to 7 minutes. On a cruise, I don't know, 10, 11 minutes. You know. So
I get 3 minutes on my drone.
like I'm saying, they're 800 horsepower cars, so we're doing 100 miles around the track the entire time.
That's
So yeah,
What
I
are you
mean
flying, like a
99,
9-inch?
99
What are
miles
you-
an hour around the track.
What are you flying, like a 9-inch quad or something?
No, 5-inch. I do 5-inch. Yeah. With a GoPro on the top.
I went to the soccer fields today and played spike ball with my kids and their friends. And I brought the drones and I brought my RC Jeep. And I'm sitting there messing around. RC Jeep only goes like 8 miles per hour because it's a rock crawler.
Yeah.
And some guy comes out and parks about 5 cars away from where I am. He pops out some kind of monster truck. Damn thing must have been going 100 miles per hour. He had a wheelie bar on the back of it. So he would sit there and punch it and just go,
Little nitro fueled one.
oh my God. I was like, holy shit.
Was it nitro or
I
electric?
don't think it was nitro. It was just
It was electric,
really-
right?
It
Yeah,
was cool.
nitro.
He
Yeah,
had
it's
a
probably
paint
6
job
of that.
on the thing. I mean, it was a beautiful vehicle. It was cool. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
thought-
Xavier,
you're making me look bad.
you fly fixed wing? Is that a fixed wing above your head right there, behind you?
Yeah. This was my first fixed wing. It's
Is that the Nightwing?
no, it's a Paradisco.
Oh, the
No,
disco.
Paradisco, yeah.
That's technically called a flying wing.
What's
Fixed-
underneath that?
Flying, yeah, something like that.
So
Is that-
fixed wing is that.
Oh, okay.
So a flying wing has no body.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, okay, I see.
No fuselage.
Max would know. He's got enough of them bastards.
I have no idea.
Did you modify that, man?
You got
Modify that with the
A lot of $50 planes.
$50. I was just gonna say $50.
Brand new in the box.
Only $1. Only $1 for every day.
$1.
Yeah. So my goal this year.
$5. Everything you want.
My goal this year is to work on the I don't know if you call them. I'm gonna have to get into the whole terminology stuff, but I'm definitely focused on planes that don't have the return to home and stuff like that. That's gonna be my new focus this summer because I want to be all around it. I don't think the only thing I won't get into is
Planes are cool,
helicopters.
Like, were you talking about with like digital cameras on them and stuff? You know, like flying with goggles or flying?
Yeah,
on
like I'm gonna
site?
put an air unit in one of these
Yeah.
planes up here.
Everyone's doing that now. Yeah, everyone's doing that.
It's relaxing. I mean, it can be either the same thing. It could be a relaxing flight or it could be just a crazy flight. You know,
You know who
I
does-
haven't done goggles yet on a plane.
You know
I
who
do
does
all
those well?
LS.
Those flying wings is Shelby Vol.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
you go see Shelby Vol's
Yep.
channel, he does a lot of flying. He does a lot of that stuff, and it's
Ed
all
does a lot of
digital.
chasing with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
The VTOL. Kai
Kai
said it's
said
pretty
that,
good.
yeah.
Kai said it was
I
pretty
haven't
good.
gotten one of those yet. That's my next thing. Been sending out a lot of $50 on those.
I know Matt wants it. He likes the VTOL.
They sell VTOL. Yeah, the new VTOLs with
They're
the
great,
with the air
man. You
units on
can
them, bro,
take
they're
off and land
badass.
anywhere. You know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh wow.
What'd you do? Crash it?
Yeah, I had it hovering and some birds came and took it out. So
Really?
What?
Shit.
yeah, I
They were
sent it to
attracted to it.
Autel. Nothing happened to the camera. I mean, it still flies, but it doesn't have GPS lock or anything. I sent
Oh,
it to
boy.
Autel, and they told me it'll cost more to fix it than to buy a new one. So I should buy a new one.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Get
I was
the
like, okay, I'm gonna get this board somewhere. I'm gonna find this top board.
Mhm.
The pins on it's like 20 something pins on the top board is damaged,
Oh,
and,
wow.
a ribbon cable. That's all I need. That's all I
Oh,
need.
wow.
The drone flies perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Here, buy a new one.
Yeah. No, they'll give me. They said they'll give me a 10% discount. I said no, that's okay. Just send the drone back. That's
Uh,
send it
Yeah.
back.
DJI would probably give you another one.
That's what I did with my Phantom 2. They said the same exact thing. It was like I don't know, a $500 bill, and I'm like, no, just send it back. I'll take care of it myself. You know, because there's somebody selling a ripped down Phantom 4 that was, had a bad body, but somebody ripped it down. You find that
parts.
little piece that you need.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
hey guys, hey, I'm gonna head out.
All right, Chad. Hey, Chad. Thanks
Yeah,
for
it's getting a
popping
little
in,
late. Pass
my
my-
friend.
Chad, peace, brother. Good meeting you, man.
Thanks for having me.
Looking out
Chad.
for those
Good night, Chad.
three videos, Chad.
What was that?
Yep. Keep up the
Looking
good
out
work,
for those
bro.
mini 3
Chad.
videos.
More
Definitely.
time lapse.
You guys enjoy and you guys have a good weekend. All right.
Later,
All
Chad.
right.
You too, brother. Later, man.
Peace.
So, Xavier, you did that review on the Sonova bag, dude. You like that bag, huh?
Oh, love it. Love it.
They did a pretty. It looks like they
Oh
did a
my
pretty damn good
God.
job on that, huh?
They did.
They
I love
did.
that bag.
I saw it at first and I was like, okay, it's small, it's light, but I know it's gonna have like a bunch of negatives now because it's too small, too light. I started packing my gear in there. It absorbed all the gear. I was like, what? This is crazy.
It's crazy, I
I
know.
picked it up with all my gear and threw it on my back. I was like, this thing is so light. I can't go back to the PGY Tech.
I would never have expected Sonova to do something like that because they're not like a huge. I mean, they make accessories and stuff, but they're not
But
like
just for
top
DJI.
shelf accessories. They
DJI
nailed it with
stuff.
that bag.
They are now,
Oh, man.
Matt. They are now, bro. They're making good shit, dude.
Man,
I did-
every-
I feel really
every-
like
They
they
make
nailed it.
garbage. These guys make
Everybody-
garbage.
Everybody's
They're
talking
garbage.
about that bag. Everybody's
Yeah.
talking about that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
insane.
good bag.
I can't put
I
it
got-
down.
I got it right here.
Yeah, Mike, don't forget to tell them to send me another bag for me.
You know what you got to do now? You got to buy the Mavic 3 to put in the bag.
Yeah.
Now you're forced.
I don't need a Mavic 3. I could take
No,
it
you
out.
don't.
I could put
It's
my
got
little-
dividers. You guys
Yeah.
got dividers. You can put any drone in there.
No, just
Yeah.
buy the Mavic 3.
No, I'm not gonna.
Dividers.
No Mavic 3 for me.
Wow, I'm surprised so many people staying away from the Mavic 3. I thought it was going to be a huge hit. I bought it 3 times and returned it all 3 times. I give it three
Did
tries.
you
I couldn't do
really?
it. 3 tries. I couldn't do it.
That's
I
because
thought
of
about it.
GPS problem.
I
Thought
just
about it too, but
I think the problem is if there was no Air 2S, I would definitely have a Mavic 3.
I agree with
thing
that
right there.
statement.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
I didn't have
Yeah,
the
videos
US.
the
Money
same
off of
as-
drones.
Yeah.
I love the camera on that Mavic 3. Every time I see video on the internet, I know it's a Mavic 3. I mean, you can
Yeah.
literally tell the difference.
Yeah.
That's the crazy
Yeah,
part.
on YouTube. Yep, absolutely.
Man,
You got a good point though. If I didn't have the Air 2S,
Yeah, and listen,
I would-
I'll challenge that. If you tell me nighttime video, yes, I'll give you hats off to that.
daytime too.
Daytime,
just out of the box type. I kind of know what you mean. You know, out of the box, that film looks damn good.
So you're saying that you gotta have a Mavic 3 in your life? Oh,
Hell no, hell no. Yeah,
Especially
not
if you
me.
don't edit.
You need to have a
Color
GoPro 10.
grade.
Hey Matt, where did you get those clips for the to put for your FPV for your quads? You know those things you put on your bag and you.
oh, I
punch
got them
through?
on Amazon.
Yeah,
There
send me the link because I'm thinking about changing the Sonova bag into an FPV bag.
That's what I changed my PGY Tech 1MO bag into a FPV bag. It's got all the straps on it.
That's
got
what I
one
want
on
to
top.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes it so
how
much.
do you
Shit, I-
attach that? Oh man,
It attaches with clips. Here, I'll show you. It's
But
got.
the
think I
inside,
still have
does
the-
it stay flat in the inside?
Those are my
Does it stay flat?
Amazon list.
Well, no, you can cut the screws down.
Oh, okay.
So on the inside. So what it is it comes with 2 plates, one for the inside of the bag and one for the outside. They break apart, obviously. See that?
Right.
All right.
And then one goes on the inside of the bag and one goes on the outside like that. And then a strap goes on the outside here, like
Right.
a battery strap.
Right.
And then a screw goes through the bag and through the other plate, and then a nut goes on the back of it. That's it.
You have to
And then you
drill a
can cut
hole.
the back.
back of the
I-
arm.
I'll-
Of the
Yeah,
inside of the
you
bag.
gotta drill a hole for those the 3 holes right here. 1, 2, 3. But I popped a little drill bit right through. I've got one on the top, on the front, and yeah, I've got one on the front right there. I've got one on the top right there, and I've got one on the side right there.
So that's how I want to do it.
How long is a screw, Matt?
They're like 1 inch long, but you can cut them down. You only need about like half an inch, not even 3/8 of an inch.
Yeah,
But I had
debating.
I had this bag and I was using it for all my camera stuff. And then when I got into the FPV, I really didn't feel like spending $200 on another freaking bag. So
Yeah.
I figured why not? Now I could fit 4 quads on the outside of this bag, and then my DJI goggles and everything goes on the inside.
Right now, I'm debating whether to do something like that to my PGY Tech bag. Now that I'm using the Sonova, or should I just buy an FPV bag? I'm kind of like, I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I don't know what to do yet.
Well, see, I'm so used to the 1MO bag, like the
straps
way
on.
it's divided and the way it's, the way I have everything in it. It just it works for me. It works.
I'm changing it. I'm changing it to an
used to
FPV
it.
bag.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
well,
what I
this
would
pretty
end up.
much turned into an FPV bag. I mean, everything inside of it. I mean, Xavier, you know what the inside of this thing looks like.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but Mike,
But
like,
my thing is, are the FPV bags lighter or are they the same weight?
FPV
Uh,
bag
they're- I
and
think
a
they're the
Mavic
same.
3 bag.
they're about the same weight.
size.
Actually, the FPV
Could,
it
yeah.
depends on what you buy. Now, if you buy like the RDQ backpack, it's
I
little
love
bit-
that bag.
It's lighter and smaller, or about the same size as the 1MO.
That bag holds more stuff than anything.
Yeah, tell
Which
them your
bag?
story, Ken.
Which
Tell them
bag?
your story.
I bought a
Race Day
79
quads.
I bought a RDQ Race Day Quads bag when I first got into FPV because it was a cheap bag to buy. It looked cool, so I bought it. I put all my stuff in it that I bought. I bought more stuff. I put it in there. I bought more stuff. I put it in there. Then recently, I'm like, all right, I'm getting into this stuff. I'm going to buy a really cool bag. So I decided to buy the iFlight bag, the one with the LED lights and everything.
Need LED in your life.
with shipping and everything, I paid $266 to have that thing shipped to me. Okay. It wouldn't even hold everything that was in my RDQ bag, and it's a bigger bag, and it won't hold everything. I am so disappointed in that bag.
You sent it back?
No, I kept it because I didn't want to return it. So I'm using now. I've got my analog stuff in the RDQ bag, and I put my digital stuff in the iFlight bag. So I'm just using 2 bags at this point. My goal was to buy the iFlight bag and put everything in it, and it wouldn't even hold the stuff that was in the RDQ bag.
Oh,
the
Gary's in
RDQ
here.
Bag is designed better the way it's built because it's smaller, but it actually holds more stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
More functional.
Yep.
This idea was pretty good considering I already had the bag, and I paid $200 freaking for the backpack, so I wasn't getting ready to let it just sit around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
put it
once
to
you-
use, man.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
Yep.
you know, like if you see how it holds everything perfect, absolutely perfect. The goggles, my batteries, my radio, 2 little quads on the inside, the charger, it holds everything you need, and then you just strap the quads to the top. That's it, man.
Yeah, or quads because you got
Kenny,
more
did
than
you
one
see what
strap.
Sam
Quads,
said?
I could put 4 of them
Yeah, I
on
was
the
just
outside.
typing back to him. Nope, get rid of the analog crap. I will as soon as I learn how to fly. I'll buy more digital stuff.
All right, send me the analog so I can learn.
Absolutely. But yeah, I wish I had just bought 2 or 3 RDQ bags instead of the stupid 1 iFlight bag. Been better investment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
what
look
I'm
at
gonna
that
do.
bag. How you said it was $70? What's in
Yeah,
the
It's like $79.99 at
What's
Rich
it
Big
called?
Quads.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cheap, man.
It is.
It's
go
good
for it.
bag.
Here,
RDQ
That's what I'm
bag?
going to do. I'm getting rid of the analog stuff, and I'm going to give it
Go-
away when I
Go
go
to Race
digital.
Day Quads, Xavier. Go
Guys,
to Race
I'm
Day
gonna-
Quads,
here.
and it's on their website.
This
I'm
is
going to do
the
a
bag
giveaway
right
on the
here,
show.
and it looks like that RDQ. But when you open it up, here, let me see if I can do this. So
That's crazy.
That's a nice
it's
bag,
got-
bro. I'm
it's
telling
got
you.
Hold on,
3
Kenny.
straps on it.
I'm gonna cut out,
3.
guys.
It's got 3 straps instead of 2.
All right,
Then when you
Matt.
open up the top one,
I got
All right,
to be
Matt.
somewhere in the
put
morning.
all your
Coming in,
tools.
Matt.
All
Thanks
right,
for
Later,
coming
see
in,
you
buddy.
guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Oh,
Xavier,
later.
nice to meet you.
Take care.
I know the rest of
Then-
y'all, so whatever.
You got a whole other section.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone, Eddie.
And these are all those things that are like tear-proof pouches. They're not Velcro. They all have zippers. And then the big compartment right here holds all your other stuff that you got right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the back here, it can hold up to a 17-inch laptop right here as well.
How long have you had it? I don't know if that can stand up to torture. It looks very soft.
I've had this probably now, I'd say 6 months.
It's a good bag, Xavier. It's a good
It's
bag.
good?
Trust me.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and if you look at the zippers, even the things that bullshit. But
Look at
it's got,
Xavier has his hand in his pocket getting his credit card ready.
see, I mean, it
Go
even
on.
has these things set up here for zipping it back and forth.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I love this bag.
Is it light? Is it lightweight?
Yeah,
Looks-
dude, I mean,
Oh.
but yeah,
Yeah.
that's nothing. That's just my charger.
Okay. Yeah,
but
that's,
Mike,
I'm definitely have to take a look at that.
You think it will fit everything like that?
In the Sonoma bag?
Yeah, you think it will fit your DJI Air 2S, your FPV?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. When I go fly FPV, I'm not gonna. I'll bring the Air 2S in my Apache case, the waterproof case, and then when if I decide not to bring it, you can make it both. You could put the Air 2S in there, and
You can fit everything.
I go do a job or something.
By the way, if you already own a backpack like the OneMo or something like that, those clips on Amazon are only $15 freaking.
Wow.
How many comes with?
3.
Send me that link. Send me that link, man.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xavier, if you're looking to buy an FPV bag and you just want to try one out, I promise you'll love that bag.
Yeah. What I'll probably do, I'll buy it on Amazon, try it. If I don't like it,
Yeah.
I'll send it back and then modify my my one more bag like Maddie's own. But if I do like it, then I'll probably just sell the one more bag because I'm not gonna really use it. Now that Sonova bag is a game changer.
You could still get pretty good money out of those One Mo bags too. Right now, I think
Xavier,
you can
you know
still.
what you can do? You can buy the bag. If you don't like it, say, listen, keep the bag, and call Amazon and say, listen, I got my bag stolen, and then we fund me your money.
How many quads can you stick on the outside of that RDQ bag?
3.
Three.
Well,
two
you
on
get
the
you
front?
can put. It's got 3 straps on the front, and it has straps on the sides. So you
Why
can
are
put
they? I
actually
know.
more.
I don't like how they're so close to each other though. You got to stack the quads almost on top of each other.
Yep.
It doesn't give you much
I mean,
space.
if you're traveling, you're going to take the props off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're just going to the fields, it's okay stacking them on top of each other like that.
Yeah.
Especially if do you have a 7-inch? The 7-inch quad takes up a lot of the front of that bag.
You're right.
Mine
it
does. Mine does.
Oh,
I have to
sweet.
keep mine alone and lower because
My
it's
daughter
so
just
much
got
bigger.
home.
Damn, you're flying
Go get
7-inch?
Yeah.
Go get her.
Crazy. When did all
Yeah.
this happen?
It's just
the
a
other
cruiser,
day you
bro.
were-
It's just a cruiser. Yeah, I know, right? I've been flying for about 9 months now or something like that.
Wow.
That's the 7-inch right there
Bagging,
on the
sir.
front.
God, look at that thing.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's a beast.
Yeah.
I love it. It's my cruiser, man. It's just I throw the hero weight on the front of it and just cruise. I don't do any of that flippy floppy crap with it.
I can't
Right.
wait at the moment.
Did you see that new 7-inch, Matt, that John Coopy shared on
Yeah.
the chat?
Yeah, the new iFlight Chimera or whatever they call it.
Samaria.
$600. They're getting expensive, bro.
And that new flight
Everything is
controller.
going
That's the
Oh,
iFlight
that
bag.
one lights up. Oh,
that's
nah,
the
that
iPhone
that
bag
that is
that has
definitely
LED
not my
lights on.
I
style.
like that bag, though.
That's a big bag. You would think that
Yeah,
everything
that's
would.
too
But
heavy.
it doesn't. It doesn't
Looks
fit.
heavy.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's a shame, though. All that money
be right
for that bag, and you can't hardly fit anything.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Man, that's a big bag. It should fit everything in there, though.
It
Well,
doesn't,
guys,
though.
It's almost midnight, and before I end up
yeah, it is.
sleeping on the
All
streets
right.
tonight, I'm going to say goodnight
Yeah.
and go check on
Yeah,
my
we're,
wife.
we're gonna end the stream now. We've been way over, so I like to keep it at an hour, but
An hour. What time did you start?
8:30.
9:30, 9:30.
About 2.5 hours ago.
Right. But hey, this is fun, and
Oh yeah.
we only do the Flyzone Drone show every other week now on Friday, and then every other Sunday we do strictly FPV. And we got whatchamacallit on Super Deluxe next on Sunday.
Oh yeah, he's cool as shit, bro.
So
All right, gentlemen.
All right, boys.
all right, Xavier.
Thank you for
Good
stopping
to see
in,
you.
buddy.
Have a good one.
Take care.
All
Peace,
right.
brother. Good meeting you.
Get some sleep in your life.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys.
2 hours. 20
Yeah,
minutes.
we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
now.
That was a good show.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
shit, man.
Thanks for popping in,
Having
guys.
too much fun.
Appreciate each and every one of you.
Very appreciate it.
Kenny, Maddie, Chris, Max, DJI Sucks, Max, and
Absolutely.
everybody in the
DJI.
chat. Thank you for popping in. We love you guys. And
Thanks, Matt. Give me 5.
yeah,
Hey,
FPV.
if you ain't first, you're last.
Give me 5.
that's right.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody. See you Sunday if you're into FPV.
Oh,
Like I
yeah,
said,
all day,
Super
every
Luck,
day.
12 o'clock p.m. Central. That is 11 o'clock Pacific and 1 o'clock Eastern. See you guys. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night,
Good night,
guys.
guys.
Oh, Maddie Show Tuesday. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, Tuesday night I'll be on.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Peace
Sounds
out. Good
perfect.
night.
Later, guys.
And DJI
Bye-bye.
Sucks.
That's right.
Good night.
Absolutely.